into it.
Let's get into it. Okay, let's start with Until We Meet Again. So we watched episodes 1 and 2. So a brief summary of episodes 1 and 2 is what I will be providing. Okay, so Until We Meet Again, if you don't know, is about past lives and present lives.
Yes.
We're talking reincarnation, red strings of fate.
Red strings of fate.
Okay?
As seen in the poster, they literally have the strings of fate on them.
Their past selves in episode 1, they commit suicide.
Because they can't be together.
Yeah.
And it's the cold open. The show starts with the two of them.
It's the coldest open.
It is the coldest open. Romeo and Juliet, me, honey.
The show starts with the end of Romeo and Juliet.
Spoiler alert
for something written in the 1600s. And then in their present selves, their reincarnation, Parm is a freshman in college. He becomes friends with Manal and Team. Mm-hmm. And then he has a crush on Dean. And he also is having vivid dreams that make him cry constantly.
Yes.
And then in episode 2, in the past life, he makes dessert. Makes dessert.
Yes. So Farm is a dessert maker in current life.
Yes. So he does the same thing. And also he suspects Dean is the person from his dreams and is scared to meet him. Mm-hmm. But they finally come face to face in the grocery store.
In the grocery aisle.
This is the slowest possible burn.
It's okay. The slow burn, but then it's like, you know it's destined. So it's like it sets up that you are expecting it to be slow because it's going to take every moment that they meet to be like, oh my God, finally they get to that point.
What are your thoughts so far? This is going to be so weird.
I know.
So I think we're going to be kind of just talking about what we like, what we didn't like, what we find interesting, maybe what we think will happen in the future, favorite moments, blah, blah, blah. That's all I think is going to happen.
Yeah, I think so too.
Great.
Okay, first, true reincarnation red string of fate since Kemjira.
Yes, I don't even think that wasn't,
Kemjira is tough because
Kemjira wasn't really red string of fate. It was for sure reincarnation.
It is in there, reincarnation, but it's more about the curse that they have to deal with. Yes. So going into this, I was like, is Farm and Dean gonna have a cursed relationship because they died so quote unquote dishonorably?
Right. I am fascinated by. I need to read a.
I don't know what the
beginner's
suicide
guide on
reincarnation rules.
Buddhism, because I'm fascinated by the idea, the both concepts existing at the same time of reincarnation, but also destiny, pre-fated destiny.
Yeah,
because then you don't have free will.
Yeah,
but you ostensibly do because you have to keep getting better in order to achieve nirvana. From what I remember from
Nirvana, but is the
Intro to Theology.
But is the red string of fate not connected to the Buddhism of it all? Is Buddhism more? Is the reincarnation rules separate from red string of fate rules?
I feel like we don't,
because we've seen reincarnation red string of fate in Korean BL. We saw Director Buys Me Dinner.
So maybe it's just an Eastern
idea, story, narrative,
myth, kind of whatever. Precedent. Do you know what I'm saying?
I know. It is.
I don't know if they are connected or wait. What you're saying is they're not at all. And they're separate ideas, but just happen to live.
Because we talked about that in Kemjira, the curse runs separately from the destiny of King and Numping's character, because the curse just followed Numping's character, but then right at the end, the last 2 lives, Kang was involved, and then they, you know what I mean?
Right.
So that's why I'm like, this feels like the reincarnation rules just set the table, but it's truly more about the red string. That they are fated to be together.
I think it's more, I think Kemjira is more on the reincarnation end of the spectrum.
Because it's about cleansing your karma or whatever.
Yes. Whereas this is they just found each other again because they're destined to.
Yeah.
Okay. See, this is his interesting STEM work that we're doing over here at Boys Love Boys Love.
Absolutely. Okay, what do you love about Until We Meet Again?
So far, okay, I think people are gonna be mad that I
because there were people that were like, "Oh, it's boring. It's slow. It's this and that. It's such a dinosaur."
I definitely
for BL.
feel its age in specific ways. It is so sweeping melodrama.
Yeah.
It is 100% the most melodramatic thing we've seen on the channel.
You think it's more melodramatic than Sammy's Children's Day? That's what I'm saying. We watched Sammy's and then we're like, but this is so melodramatic.
I don't know. Sammy's is a soap.
Which is melodrama.
No, I feel like melodrama is like he cries when he looks at him. That's crazy, mama.
From across the pool, Dean looks at Farm and it's like...
No, other way around.
Though they both do it. Well, Dean, remember, looks at Parm and it was like, those are the freshies' new friends.
Right.
And he starts crying.
Yeah.
But Farm has just been crying from dreams.
I think his name is Parm.
There's an H in there.
Yes.
Like Payu.
I'm not telling you that I came up with the romanization for
that's true.
The Thai language.
So
I'm just letting you know I'm pretty sure it's Parm.
Azan.
Chicken Parm. Yeah, chicken parmesan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Parmesan.
I really like the score.
Okay, but then you say that and then there was like...
Okay, but I'm not talking about the score editing.
Okay, I guess that because there were some abrupt score edits, like berserps.
It has to be.
It's a YouTube thing.
It's definitely YouTube.
Back when it was 10-minute limits.
Jesus God.
New videos.
Good God.
Because you can watch these on Facebook. That's how old these are. They're
the
still on
show's from 2019, by the way. We're talking about it like it's from like 2004.
Well, the world kind of changed a year after.
Why? What happened?
Oh, were you not there?
No, I missed it.
You missed it.
I was asleep. I really like the score. I see this criticism often of things where they will be like, I don't like how manipulative the score is because it is the score that tells you what you were supposed to feel.
You're supposed to feel happy or sad.
I actually feel that happens a lot in BL.
Yeah.
But this score is very symphonic. It has like winds and strings and like it's got like kind of everything.
Yeah.
They're whereas kind of most orchestral. Scores we listen to are more subdued, like more either simple. Acoustic or just simple in general. So I feel like maybe it doesn't bother people as much because it's not so overpowering.
Sweeping. Yes. It's sweeping here, honey.
I kind of love it though. I mean, like it matches the tone of the show.
Yes, totally.
And I guess I understand the criticism of like it's like trying to explain to me what I'm supposed to be feeling. But if it's telling you what you're supposed to be feeling, and also the show I think is like explaining that also on like yes, there's I agree there's like a hand-holding element that feels like you think I'm stupid, how dare you?
Yeah.
But
it's a melodrama.
Let's look around.
Oh.
Let's look
around.
Well, I was
gonna say it's a melodrama, so
you and I don't need it.
It's a melodrama, so it has to be like good and bad. Like this is good, this is bad.
Yeah.
So I mean, okay, here's my hot take about the show.
Okay, you have a hot take.
This is like 2019, this doesn't feel like the oldest show that we've seen.
Yeah, somehow Love in the Air
feels like it was created in 2008.
Yes, I know.
Compared to this.
I actually do really agree with that.
Because I watched it and I was like, this is so much more put together than when we watched Love in the Air.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why either. Because I felt the same way.
Yeah.
Where I was like, oh.
Why does this feel like...
something's happening.
But I don't know if that's a wabi-sabi thing. I mean, we've seen...
The only one I've ever seen is My Only 12%.
12%. But even that, like, even though it did feel like... I could feel the, like, datedness of it, that it feels like early BL. It's still very... It felt like a film at times. Like...
Yes. I also feel like there's a
they just
part
have a bit more
of
cinematic...
Earth's story, especially in My Only 12%, that feels like queer film.
Yes.
Like his like coming out and like realization of who he is and
yes.
which I think he does really well in the show.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy to me that Earth is still playing high school students.
At least this one he's playing
at least in this one it's 2019.
Yeah.
So he's like 22 or whatever. Like that's fine. But like I remember watching My Only 12% and being like, he's supposed to be a freshman, and I was like, you're
27?
You're
25?
not a freshman.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Because Santa was like actually like 18, I think.
Now let's talk about somebody I do love.
Is it Miss Fluke?
Miss Fluke.
Miss Fluke, who plays Parm.
Izan.
Plays Parm. He is add him to the canon of smiley BL leads.
We have 2 this week.
We've got 2 this week,
Yeah.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
And Parm is definitely up there. There is some really natural way of he like smiles and reacts that at times feels like I'm not watching someone act. I don't know. Like it just feels. There were moments in the show that it feels like they were not acting.
People who have been watching this channel for a while are going to be mad that I'm going to yet again bring up Secret Crush on You.
Like it
because
had,
at
like,
this point, people are convinced that it's the only show I've ever seen.
But is that how you feel for what's his face? Or is there a character?
The side character from the B couple, and I'm trying to remember the actor's name, so I'm on MDL right now. Shout out to MDL.
Well, not shout out to
Surprise.
Oh yes,
Who played Kao Zhao
Uh-huh.
on Secret Crush on You? He reminds me.
She was one of the femmes, one of the sisters.
Yes, he was in the friend group, but he ends up with like the second guy. He's the one who's like, I have body image issues.
Oh yes.
That's his like storyline. He is also very smiley and shy and sweet in a way that reminded me of this character and the way Fluke is doing it. And I don't know what it is because I'm not this person. I am deeply not the like sweet, nice, kind.
Oh, absolutely not. Let me tell you. Optimism? No. Sweetness? No.
I'm optimistic. Hope. Obama.
Thank you.
I'm not this person, but I love character. I think it's just the earnest thing.
Yeah.
I just love characters that like accept the world and see like the best parts of it, if that makes sense.
Sure. Yeah.
And I also feel like those are the characters that like it's so satisfying when something happens to them. Not because I want to see them suffer, but in a way of like it means so much. They're not cynical, so when they have something happen to them, it hurts even more that they don't expect it to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's the thing too, like the show is not like giving you false hope that like this person exists in real life. You know what I mean? Like it's already in a place of like Red String of Fate, Destined. Like we're already in a place where you kind of have to give up a little bit of believability or whatever. So it's like, yes, there is a person that is kind of this pure.
Starting the show with a double suicide is actually one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
That might be the craziest.
Also because we are so dropped in the middle of the moment that I almost was like, is there did I miss a scene?
Yeah.
Did I miss something? Because they're in the middle of like, it's over, diva.
Yeah.
And then like 7 minutes in, they've both committed suicide.
Yeah, I'm really curious how they're gonna show the past lives because I like when it is just parts and pieces. We're probably gonna get an episode where it's like just that, like fully explaining, maybe like a rampung.
We have to fully get. I don't think it's gonna be as dark as that, but there's definitely gonna be an explanation as to why
they felt like that was their only option,
or just like why the dads were so mad. I mean, I know I
can get it's probably about.
People said it's because it's like it is the late 80s.
Oh yes, because we weren't sure.
Also, and 80s and Sammy's children say that's crazy. But I feel like we're gonna get more.
Yeah.
We can't just get these flashbacks of like, and these are the times they had fun together.
Yes, yeah.
Maybe we are. I don't know. I truly have no idea because they're only there to set up that they are destined to be
yes,
together.
Exactly.
That is the only purpose they serve in the show. Is just the reminder that like. Dean and Parm have to be together. It is destined by
and I am eating
gods.
up all of the little near misses. Like truly when they finally meet at this grocery store, first of all, we finally see them in the same shot. So Adam and I, the entire 2 episodes were like, I bet the height difference is so good. And it is.
It's great.
It's great.
It's great.
He reaches over.
Yeah, look at this.
He reaches over the top shelf in the grocery store to get in that top shelf.
She can't reach.
And then they're looking at each other, and it's like literally so dramatic. Pan to Parm, pan to Dean, and then pan to Parm, sobbing.
Fluke fully is like, oh, I can. Do you need me to cry on camera? Because
go.
Immediately can do so. It's
and
insane.
They do. I remember when it came up when we were watching it, like, oh, do you think all of a sudden it's like when they finally meet, it's like all of it rushes back? It looks like that did happen for Fluke's character because Yeah, we see a flashback of all the memories hit him.
Yes.
Or the dreams that he's already had that we've seen.
Yeah. But Dean also like has a dream because he has the omelet. He's like wants the omelet for lunch or whatever. So like
And
the
he wants it
setup
burnt.
of like they're both experiencing the memories. I'm curious if they're gonna like figure it out, or if it's just gonna be like, and that's for the audience to understand, but like they don't have to know.
Are they gonna meet someone that's like the dad as a 60-year-old or whatever?
Okay, the other thing I found out. Okay, do you realize that this is our first Boon Prem?
Is that who
That's
the friends are?
Win and Team.
Okay, so
our Boon Prem.
Win is the friend with the blonde.
Mm-hmm.
And then Team is the friend of Parm.
The swimmer.
Yeah, they're both swimmers.
Yeah. They have a whole show.
Oh, yes.
They have like a spin-off.
A spin-off after the show.
It's happening. Oh, I think it happened after the show, but in the events of the show happened while this show is happening.
Oh.
They're doing the
they're
thing
doing
that
Love in the Air.
They're doing the thing that we said Love in the Air should have done.
They're doing what Love in well, sorry, Miss Lita, but I think
I mean, we haven't seen it obviously, so I don't
yeah.
know. And I'm curious how much we're going to get in this of what that is.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just like a light sprinkle.
Touch.
Because you already kind of have two love stories, even though they're the same souls.
Yeah.
You do have two love stories that we have to follow already in the show.
Very interesting.
What do you think of this Sammy performance? Speaking of Sammy.
Sammy. Controversial character.
Yeah.
Person. The character, I think people were saying like she was kind of pigeonholed in this role as like the friend who's like big and brassy.
Big character energy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Annie.
We saw her in
Tempo as just like a regular person.
Yeah, she was kind of like nothing. Yeah.
Here she is like, I mean, this girl is like, hey, my name's, I don't remember her name.
Mano.
Hey, my name's Manel. What's your name? Let's be friends. Like truly orchestrating their friendship. And then all of a sudden she's like, I'd love to see some naked guys on the swim team.
Yeah, she's real wild. Yeah. It's just a really big, I mean, I feel like we're going to get so dramatic that it'll probably be nice to at least have the reprieve.
I think that's
character
the point.
Actress,
yeah. I just don't know.
Big.
It is big. I don't know how much it'll work on me. I think sometimes it'll probably be like, oh, haha. Like I'll get a good laugh about it because it's like, wow, what an effort.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'll just get inundated with it a little bit too much.
Yeah.
But like you said, this
I also feel like, I mean, there's still for sure Thai BLs that are having this type of like huge character.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's very 2019 in that way.
Yeah.
Okay, shall we move on?
Let's go. Okay, some comments from Uma.
Okay. Thurman?
Yes, Uma Thurman loves
big
BL
fan. Big
so we had those questions about the Red String of Fate, right? And as we can see, how it plays into the Buddhism and the rebirth.
Well, it doesn't.
That's the point.
Mm-hmm.
The Red Thread of Fate isn't a Buddhist belief. It's a Chinese folklore tradition in Taoism. But since many Thai people are of Chinese descendants, the two cultural practices have emerged.
Sure.
And it's basically a Chinese version of Plato's soulmate myth, which I guess I didn't realize was... I think I remember this a long time ago.
I thought it was Aristotle, but sure.
Yeah, one of them.
Sure.
One of those Greeks.
It's all Greek to me.
That we are all connected to someone by an invisible red string that will become visible once we found that special someone. Oh,
it actually
only become visible. It appears,
but it is actually like you see it.
Yeah, and
that's the idea.
Yeah.
Oh.
Also, technically, Buddhist doesn't believe in reincarnation. That's Hinduism. It's rebirth.
Right.
The difference between the two is that in Hinduism, reincarnation is believed that the soul is eternal, unchanging, and travels from body to body. In Buddhism and rebirth, it's believed that there is no permanent self. You are reborn based on your karma. So it's in Buddhism where it's like yeah.
Okay.
It feels like they're kind of saying the same thing, but it is different.
So
in like a philosophical theologian.
I saw this comment and I was like, well, I guess technically Christianity, we have rebirth in the idea of like everlasting life rebirth. This is, I cannot believe we're doing theology right now, but we are. But then I literally had to be like, I know there's some kind of promised afterlife situation for in Islam.
Yeah.
I do not remember what it is in Judaism. I don't remember what the afterlife situation is.
Yeah.
Anyone, feel free to leave a comment. We'll talk about it next week. We'll just keep this as an ongoing world religion series.
Yes, yeah. Yes, there is more. You look this up. In Buddhism, it's more than there is a stream of consciousness from life to life, which may explain the corn in to Dean Parm connection.
I believe one of our sisters looked this
up.
I
see. That was one of our
Fujoshi sisters.
One of the nuns in the convent.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yes. Okay. And then,
sister.
Thank you, sister. And
you were so good at that.
And sister, you're so good at that. See, we're catching. Okay, we're on trend. The sisters were on trend, and then we said sisters in. Okay. 2020 feels like yesterday, but Until We Meet Again feels like a lifetime ago.
Anything happening? The show technically started airing in 2019. Anything pre-pandemic might as well have been 1965.
1965, yeah. We went to the moon in 1969, and then Until We Meet Again.
And then Until We Meet Again came out, and then the pandemic happened. I think those are the big things that happened.
Those are the big three.
Yeah.
It's like what people refer to as the big three. And then finally, I think Until We Meet Again has a super memorable OST, especially if you like more sweeping ballads, which
sure.
I feel like they've done a good job with the scoring, and it sounds similar to the songs. I feel like it's all epic swelling music.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been like, oh, that's a ballad that I'm listening to right now.
Yeah.
Okay, Adam. So what the hell happened?
Do you want to hear my little episode 3 and episode 4?
Your AI summary, and the A stands for
Adam information.
Adam information.
Okay. Episode 3. In the past life, okay. Sumcrit, played by Perth.
Beloved Perth from, I guess we just watched him in
I know, we've only seen him in Me and T. I know him as a figure.
Yes. I know Perth's existence.
Right. Sumcrit grieves over the loss of his friend In Touch. And then in the present day, Parm is triggered by like a car backfiring, I guess is probably what it was. A transformer blue, I think is what it was.
Transformer blue.
So Dean rushes him to the hospital where they discover his PTSD, and then they become closer as Parm makes Dean breakfast before school.
Yes.
And then in episode 4, Parm is suddenly hit on by Alex, the theater club director, while he aims to help Manao and Dean's sister Dell in their roles with cooking in the school play.
These BLs are putting young student directors, giving them a really bad, sleazy name. Because now
Are they giving them the bad name, or are they giving themselves the bad name? And we're just, it's a mirror.
It's a mirror.
We're holding up a mirror, you know?
Yeah.
That's what art does. That's what good art does, doesn't it?
A scandal.
What did you think?
It's so funny. Now it's like, I want to see him cry. I want to see the flashbacks, and then he gets fully traumatized. I'm kind of gagging every time I see it.
Yeah, it's good.
It's literally just having a normal conversation, and then you just look over it, and it's like, I love it.
Can I be honest about the show?
I'd love for you to be.
This is not as slow as I was assuming what it was going to happen.
I think people were like, it's old. When we thought it was old,
yes,
I'm like,
that's how I interpreted
it's going to be slow. It is not the slowest show in all three that we're watching.
At the moment.
Yeah. It like goes by.
To be clear, there's 17 episodes.
It is a longer show.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But I still feel like there's like a beginning, middle, and end of each episode, and it all kind of like flows. And
I think there are certain moments where it does kind of drag on. Like I do think some of the scenes do But for some reason, it doesn't feel like, oh, they're letting the scene, like, just flounder to find the ending. Like in Love in the Air, it was kind of like doing that. Here, I don't notice it as much, even though I know, like, that's what's happening. Like, I can see Mano is, like, kind of, like, playing with Team and Parm, but it doesn't feel like they're trying to, like, just keep going to end it.
This show, to me, honestly, so far, feels very... This feels the most... I shouldn't say the most, because I actually think that very often Thailand's BLs are exhibiting soft power very purposefully. And by that, I mean, there is constantly in Thai BL, I think more than in JBL or KBL,
reminder of, like, Thailand.
A reminder of Thailand and also the places you can go and the things you can do and the foods you can eat. And I don't mean that they don't eat and they don't go to places in the other countries, but there always feels like it's like, and don't forget, if you visit, you can come see this temple.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like, this happens later in Duong with You, where they go to, like, that beautiful temple. And immediately I was like, I gotta go there. And then I was like, damn, the soft power is working,
They
Mama.
really do. Here, they do a lot
It's
of
a food.
desserts.
Yes.
Because Parm and In have this, like, passion for making Thai sweets.
Well, In is bad at it, but now Parm is good at it.
Yeah.
So, two things. One, shout out to the diva on my drama list who actually put all the recipes that Parm makes on like a forum on my drama list, which is really cool. One of them has like mung bean starch, and you can like make it. She was like, "Here's how to make it yourself," which is crazy. So shout out to her. I'm very gagged by the commitment to doing that, but also
there was someone in one of the Brazen Patreon said there's a Thai place in, I think, Albany Park. They were like, you guys can go and you can try that dessert.
Oh,
yeah.
Whoa, I didn't see that comment. There was another comment I saw. What were we talking about? I had two things I was going to bring up, and then I said the first one, and the second one just went straight out of my mind. It was a comment from Until We Meet Again, but I don't...
Okay, Thai soft power.
Okay.
Now, what you love about Thailand, it's like it's evident there.
No, nothing. It's gone.
Melodrama.
It's gone.
Rebirth.
It's gone. It's gone. That was so shocking.
People saw that in real time. We all saw that in real time.
Long COVID is real, honey. I'm just gonna say I haven't, just to make myself feel better. Ooh, boy.
Well, AI was really working in the summarizing, but not in
the remembering of one comment that I was gonna bring up. I don't even know what it was on Patreon. I know, but I don't remember what the comment was about. Couldn't tell you. It was so crazy because I thought of it as I said the first one. That was so shocking.
This is the first time we have officially now, Dean and Parm have officially like met and introduced themselves to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he helps him with the trauma, the PTSD, and then he drives him home. And in the car, they're like, my name is Dean. I'm the captain of the swim team.
Yes.
My name is Parm. I'm a member of the cooking club.
Yes.
My name is Dean, and I'm currently single.
Yeah.
Woo! I don't know why it was working on me, though. I was eating up every little crumb.
I mean...
It doesn't help that he looks like that. Like, that's
what I'm saying.
Doing
it's like,
a lot of the work.
Listen, he could say whatever he wanted to say.
This like, look is so,
I know.
Who I would be absolutely obsessed with.
This is only
in school.
7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like 100. Like we were already saying, like it feels the look of the show, because nobody's doing the like split bangs.
You could tell me that this was like 2008 when we were in high
school. Yes. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That's it, girl. That's it.
But he gives him his number. It started, and he's real smooth. It is very clear that he wants those Thai sweets.
It's so funny because like they don't have a conflict keeping them from being
apart.
Yet.
So they're just
it's just a slow getting to it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But they're still like having scenes together and everything. Like it's for sure clear that Parm likes Dean.
Yes,
P. Dean.
But it's very clear now that Dean is like putting the moves on Parm.
Yeah.
Like outwardly
Yeah.
in front of everyone.
Yeah. What did you think about finding out that Dean is like very strict and serious? Because like Dell, he's a brother and a sister.
Yes, we like meet the younger sister, and she's like, "Oh yeah, he's very strict at home. It's because we didn't know each other as kids. We only met each other like as
he's like
adults.
a quarter. He like his family doesn't spend time at home or something. Like
Yeah.
that. This comes up so
I know,
often.
right? We're like, my parents are.
Is this a thing here? And I just don't know people. I just didn't know these people.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a thing with very specific jobs.
Industries,
where it's like,
yes.
if your
If you own a
dad is like a
business.
trucker, you probably don't see him every day. But like, it's always framed in Thai BL as like, both of my parents are constantly gone and I live alone.
I live alone.
And that I don't think
And
is
here it's like,
happening.
I'm taking care of my 2 younger siblings.
Yes.
Like, I'm the dad of the house.
That's wild.
Yeah. I mean, it checks out for me, and it's just more because the way he is taking care of Parm is very much, I'm taking care of you.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't help that he cries every single time he closes his eyes or whatever. So he's like, I have to protect him.
Yeah.
But it is very much, I think, an answer to their tragic death. The instinct here for this couple is to just be so caring, like protective.
Yeah.
Because they weren't able to quote unquote protect each other in the past life.
Sure.
So it's very poetic in that way. I love it.
It's very poetic.
We hit some stations. Okay. On our stations of the crosswalk.
We did?
The feeding.
I know
of
we
the
did.
young.
I know we did on Saving Children's Day. Oh yeah, feeding.
The feeding.
This
feeding
shot.
of the young.
Turn the photo, girl. What the hell was this?
The fact that also he was like in his Speedo, that I'm like, this is risky business. Risky.
I can't look at the screen. This is so crazy. This is so crazy. This is so hot.
And the thing was, everyone was reacting the way we would have reacted. Everyone was taking pictures of it, and they were like, oh my God, I'm shipping them.
Manal was practically falling over herself as she was watching this, and I would have been too,
Yeah.
to be honest.
The crowds in the back.
Yes.
Were like taking videos of them.
Yes. This is another big thing, especially in Thai BL, is like the people, the audience constantly like posting them on the internet.
Yeah.
And also, I'm so old that I'm like, maybe that is actually just genuinely happening and I don't know anymore, because when I was in school, the process of like, you would have to bring your camera. You would have to take the photo. You would have to connect via cord to the computer. You would have to download the photo. Then you would have to
Back in the day, we
photo.
did not have photos posting. We just had the
We didn't have photos. We were born in 1840.
No, back in the day, we just had to learn how to be writers. Misconnections. I mean, literally be like, you were wearing the plaid shirt.
This is the
and
Coleman
the blah,
Domingo
blah,
love
blah.
story.
It's the Coleman Domingo love story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yes, he made desserts, and it was like, well, can you feed me? Because I don't want to get it all over. I'm dirty. My hands are reek of chlorine.
Sure.
And so he feeds him. And he literally is like,
yeah, it more was, yeah. So,
Yeah.
we don't technically know outside of this.
We don't, but
I
he's
know
like-
Poon, who he's now partnered with.
you know Poon?
Well,
What
he's a
have you
good friend
seen-
of mine.
Oh, okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What have you seen him in?
He is the roommate in Sweet Tooth Good Dentist.
Oh!
Mhm, who has the crush on the lesbian.
He was not in the show? Oh, okay. He had the crush on the
Yeah,
the other dentist.
Yes, uh-huh.
Girl dentist.
Yeah.
Lady dentist.
Lady dentist.
Okay.
A woman can be a dentist.
And we've always said that.
So that's how I know Poon.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, Poon.
There's so many ohms.
There's so many ohms. There's too many ohms.
There's too many ohms. We just need like verifiers and markers.
Is there 3?
Mark Ohm.
Mark Ohm.
Packin. Sweet Tooth
Oh
Good
my God, there's 4
Dentist.
ohms then.
Yes, because
There's
then there's
3 at GMM. There's one at Damundi.
There's one at Damundi. Well, and the one at Damundi, Mama, he's
Free agent.
He's
Looking
like
for a man.
looking for a man. I've been looking for a diamond who's qualified.
Do you know that? This is so
This
off
is so
topic.
off topic.
Do you know that concert was 6.5 goddamn hours. I'd be fine, especially because I'm in Asia, so I'd be able to be like, oh, I can stand.
And
in the
you're
middle
also
of this
tall,
crowd, so I would.
well, you
be
could just be
over
sitting in your
everyone.
chair and be like, oh, I don't need to stand.
I don't need to stand. It's fine.
What's the last photo?
It's Alex.
P. Alex.
I can't tell if this is like just like a.
Well, that's the thing. We'll talk about this on the second show, but it's very unclear right now. Of like, is this a conflict that will continue to brew and percolate,
Or is this just for now?
or is this just something now?
Yeah.
Because I mean, even in Your Sky, he stops bothering them, and then like by what, 4th, 5th episodes?
Also, his name is Ohm. That character in Your Sky, that was Ohm. But yes.
What do you think of P. Alex?
I mean, I think he's cute. I just don't. He's really annoying.
Yeah.
Because it's like, buddy, get a hint.
Get a hint, girl.
But then I can't really have this take and then later be like, and Duong doesn't get the hint, but I'm rooting for Duong. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's
like,
true.
it's hard. It's hard to parse.
But I will say for Parm, very clear from the beginning.
Oh, yeah,
Right?
Parm is committed to his one true soulmate.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know why, but I think it's him. I mean, he is having vivid physical dreams.
Yeah. It would be a bummer to have to relive that continuously over and over and over.
I will say what I did love about these episodes, we got a little bit more of the food, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like they making food for each other. Also, shout out to the Kuhart like performance too in the flashback of like
when he
tells
Korn that he likes him.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mama, bare balls than I could ever do. Because you're fully the only thing you know is that he's rumored to be a mafia's son.
Yes.
And you're going up and be like, I like you. Me,
Were you
boy.
expecting I mean, I guess the gun should have been a tip-off that somehow there was going to be mafia.
But for some reason in my head, I was just like, sure,
He's
the dad
got a
has a gun.
gun.
Sure, whatever. Didn't think of mafia.
That's how American brain dead we are. That we're like, oh yeah, everybody's got a gun.
Yeah, okay.
He's got a gun. Of course he's got a gun. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised that mafia is also an element of this
Yes,
show.
I know.
Even though I don't think it's a serious element, that it is like
it's more
referenced.
just like
I was
rumor. But the fact that,
we talked this whole time, and we have not talked about this Perth performance that starts episode 3.
The cold open is literally Perth. And at first I was like, who is he friends with? I couldn't tell. And it's in. So I was like, it is like we don't even know what happened.
It's so
he's acting.
He's a really good actor. Actually.
I know, and I'm kind of like, wow, him and Santa are a good pairing. I mean, Coolheart was also great, like also a great actor.
Hello.
So like
him being Coolheart's friend in this, and then Santa being his like lover in My Only 12%, and then them ending
and then
up
now
together.
it's kind of kismet.
It's kind of like real life gay situations. How people that everybody's got a little triangle going on. You know what I mean?
Yes, no. Perth is acting her boots down, as they say.
Yeah,
boots on the ground.
It was
acting.
great. Again, the show is very obsessed with just dropping us in the middle of a moment and being like, figure it the fuck out.
I'm kind of living,
which I guess I'd rather have than like over explanation.
Right.
Maybe a happy middle. Maybe let's find that.
Maybe a little bit of exposition.
Because like I do think starting the show off with the like
gun gives you that expectation.
That's crazy.
Like that's what we're
But
getting.
also it's just wild.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what I'm supposed to. I mean, I guess we're just gonna figure it out as we go.
But it has been nice. The pieces we're picking up.
The past scenes aren't like in chronological order, so we're kind of just jumbled around in memories.
Yeah.
But it's not like, oh my god, I remember. Oh my god, I remember. Oh my god, about Perth's character.
Wait, you just remembered the second points that you were making 20 minutes ago?
Perth's character is Somcrit, okay?
Okay, that's their name, okay.
In the book that this is based on, someone told us. It's not included in the show, so they're like, it's fine if I tell you this.
Yeah.
He is, not Fluke,
Dean.
Nope.
Corn.
Nope.
In.
Nope. Last one.
Parm.
Parm.
So Fluke.
Yes, but Flug is the...
Yes, okay, Parm.
You know
yes.
how Parm is getting his car fixed?
Yes.
Which is why he needs to be driven
needs to be
around,
driven around by-
whatever,
yeah,
blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Uh-huh.
In the book,
Uh-huh.
Somkrit,
Somkrit.
is that his name? Yeah. Somkrit is the mechanic that works on his car. So when he gets his car...
In the new life,
In the new
or
life,
like
it's
he's
like
older.
no, it's Somkrit. It's just older. He's just a mechanic now.
Oh, it's older.
He gives him the desserts, and he has a beautiful reaction to it because they have the scene where he's like, he always tried to make desserts, and he never could. He was such a bad cook, blah blah blah, and it was finally like his soul having this like,
it's like a
food
sign.
experience for the first time of like blah 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 blah. That was the
That was the second.
Yes, and I just completely forgot. That was it.
And now we're back.
Yeah. Okay, let's get started. So first we have Until We Meet Again.
Yes. Here's what the divas have said last week. The posting pictures all the time is definitely a thing. I was tickled when I found out the cute boy page was real. They'll reference it in this series, and that was a real thing. Guys from multiple colleges and high schools would end up on cute boy pages, and people would post about them.
Oh.
They would ship boys together. Wow. The
Wow.
white girls were going at it,
Crazy.
honey.
I'm trying to remember if in college, I mean, we were in college before this, obviously, but I'm trying to remember if we had anything similar when we were in
want to
school.
say there was something that was like hot guys of our university or something. It's not hot guys, but something like that. But it was very Tumblr. It was a
there
Tumblr
were
thing.
some schools that I think had like hot guys of
Hot
blah,
or
blah, blah.
not. There was like a hot or not. I remember on Facebook specifically as well.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But truly out here shipping real people?
Yeah.
Uma is amazing. Uma. It has a way of feeling that it's both moving quickly but also slowly.
Yes.
It's a show that, in my opinion, gets better as you get into it. I look forward to your future recaps.
I think it does.
Uma.
I think it and Duong both have the like. It's their slower burns.
Uh-huh.
I think Uma's like a true slow burn. Well, I don't know. They
don't
just
know.
got
They
together
just
this
got
week.
together. I know.
Which
Well, that's
not even halfway through.
I mean, I guess slow burn in a way that, like, in episode 3 was the first time they told each other their names officially.
Yeah, but by episode 6, they're dating.
That's
like,
true. They're
dating
together.
officially.
Yeah, that's true. Because we've already seen that they're meant to be together. So, like, it's not unnatural for us to believe that it was fast for them. Because
Yeah.
we already know that, like, well, you're destined to be together.
Yeah.
Clearly.
The red string.
So just
the
be
red
together.
string.
And the titular string was seen and posted all over Facebook.
It was. They did an actual red string challenge.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Hashtag red string challenge.
Hashtag red string challenge. Where were you?
Where were you?
Okay, episode 5. Parm teaches Dean how to be a better brother. They go on a date to the aquarium to better connect.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
I'm doing RJ's job for him today. And then
Well, to be fair, I don't know what the pictures are, so I can't scan.
okay, I'll tell you when. When? Dean and Parm share their first kiss after Parm uses Dean as a reason to get out of being pursued by Alex. And then Dean and Parm both have joint memories of their past. Click. Leaving them both shocked at a meal with friends.
Yes. They both were like,
It was you.
yeah, they both,
Corn. In.
yeah. They call each other call me by your name. Call me by your previous name.
Dean definitely says in the episode. I don't
yeah.
think they say it in that moment, but they do.
Yeah, because they're like, did you just say in? What the hell is that?
What the hell? Who the
Who's
fuck is that?
Who's that? Yeah.
What did you think this week?
I
Diva?
loved it. I loved that. Well, first of all, okay, that is what? 2 aquarium scenes in a BL that we've seen? I Promise You the Moon.
I think it's the second one. But Thai BL, I feel like very often has like a field trip episode.
There's a field trip where they
and
get to,
either
like,
it is a literal field trip,
like a school trip.
like a school trip, or it's like in the show they're like, we're doing an excursion to this place today.
Right.
So that. I think this is only the second true aquarium.
Aquarium. Yeah. shout out to them filming in this aquarium with no additional lighting.
No
they were
additional
fully
lighting.
in the dark.
No additional lighting at all. It was fine.
What did I think of these episodes? Loved it. Loved the kiss. Finally got to the
Great
kiss. Great kiss.
Great kiss.
The score of the kiss was like this. Whatever this Thai song was, it was being sung as a ballad, honey.
I'm falling off the score. The score is the score. I'm
now
losing.
You're just like, okay, can we like just?
It's more the like.
It helps, I think, in the big swooping moments. But now that they're talking,
that's what I like the score. But not when they're doing just like banter. Because it's like doop doop boop doop boop boop doop boop doop boop boop doop boop doop boop boop, and you're like, oh my god.
Okay. But it's the thing of when I watch my Filipino cooking YouTube videos and they just play the same loop like that because they're speaking Tagalog, and Adam obviously doesn't understand it because he refuses to learn. And so it just goes above his head, and all he's hearing is the
because you don't hear the music.
No, because I'm listening to him talk.
Yeah.
But to you, you're just to the point where Adam be like, I need you. Watch it on your phone. Watch it somewhere else.
Watch it while you're pooping. Watch it while anywhere else.
Not on the big TV. Yeah. But this is funny. Because I think this is what people were as excited about with the new format. Is like, we want to see how it changes from episode to episode, how you feel about the show.
Sure.
I don't think it's like deterring me. Now it's just like, okay, got it.
Got it. Loud and clear.
Loud and clear. Yeah, I love this kiss. Let's see this kiss. This kiss.
I loved this kiss. I think this is one of the better first kisses we've seen.
Oh, yeah.
That is still like really sweet.
Yes. But really hot.
But very, yeah. I mean,
sweet hot, like school trip. Sweet hot.
Yes.
Where it's like
he like there's like one guy that's like going
taking the initiative.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And look at Fluke is just a little thing. Just a little thing behind a curtain when he like pulls the curtain out of the way.
When he gets shy and hides behind the curtain.
It's very sweet. There's something about this show, and I think I said this in the reaction, but like there is something about this show that is the most, it reminds me of the most of my actual first
love.
Yeah, we can say love, or just my first romance, where like everything is brand new, everything feels electric. Like there's one scene where they hold hands under the table while their friends are all sitting around, and I remember I was with the person who I was like kind of seeing, it was barely seeing.
Yeah.
We were like at like a communal thing, and we sat next to each other, and he like kept like very we kept like rubbing legs. And it's like you feel every proton in your body.
Yes, yeah.
Like I felt like I like Pikachu electrify someone.
Yeah.
Cuz I was like I can't. It was crazy. That's how I feel. This show has that feeling for me.
Wow.
I guess maybe it might be the other closest thing we've watched where I feel like they really get the like, this is the first big feelings you've had.
Yes, yeah.
And it makes sense because like I don't know if it's supposed to be clear if we know that like either Dean or Parm has like been with anyone before. My guess is they haven't, because there's that reference where he says like, is he the one you've been looking for? When they go to that diner in that one episode.
Yeah, he says, he asks him.
The friend asks him, is he the one you've been looking for? And he's like, I think it is. So I'm like, oh, does that mean you've also been having the dreams for forever?
I think so too. I think that's going to be the big reveal, is that he's been having dreams as well, and he's trying to find him.
Yeah. I think it's great. It's so good, and it goes by really fast.
It does. That's the thing. I know that the pacing sometimes feels slow. I think for me it slows down. We talked about how like the scene kind of like just ends, right? But then the actors are allowed to kind of like find their own way of ending the scene, basically. And I do think Duwang does a better job with it than here in Until We Meet Again.
Yeah.
There are some parts in Until We Meet Again that I'm like, okay, the friends. Mano, like Sammy, I think is very talented and like has good instincts, but it's the same bit over and over
She's also
again.
the only comedic role in this whole show.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I know that Team is
Team
kind
is
of
supposed
supposed to be a little bit funny. Win is supposed to be a little bit funny, but she is like all the heavy burden of like
Yes, I
any
agree.
comic relief is on her shoulders, and for that I do feel kind of bad.
Yes,
for
I
her,
do.
because
I
it's the
feel-
same bit over and over
Exactly.
and over.
It's the same bit. It's trying to get a makeup bit, you know, to hawk the makeup.
This actually is this.
So I'm glad
The
that
PPL is driving me
I'm
crazy.
glad that like they added Dean's sister,
Dell,
Dell, Farmer in the Dell.
the farmer in the Dell, yeah.
I'm glad that they added Dell in the mix, so she has another girl to be like, "Ooh, let's try this makeup,"
least
or
someone
whatever.
else gets to
Someone
put on
else gets to
makeup.
hang out with Mano. But yeah, I wish the team Win Mano can be more playful in those scenes. They're doing some, but it's not enough to help kind of like.
Do you
keep
think
the
it's
scene
weird that Manao is like very turned on by Team?
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, I can't wait to see you on a spear."
When she's like, I guess he'll be in the dunk tank.
Oh yeah,
I was like, oh,
she made that choice.
she
And-
did. You know, you got to respect an actor that makes a choice.
Honey, character
Too many out
actresses-
here are not making
Nope.
choices. There are
Hello.
too many actors on Earth not making choices.
And Adam was like, "Okay, that may be the one that I would be like, great instincts,
Great.
love it.
Love it.
That's great." As a director, would love to, you know, be able to pull back. It's
Yeah.
easier to pull back, so pull back.
That was nuts.
But they didn't pull back because I do think everyone just gets one take. Sometimes it feels that way. Maybe not all the time. I
Yeah.
think when they know that, like you know, where they have to orchestrate something very melodramatically.
Yeah.
But the other scenes where it's just like, okay, you're just talking to kind of set the scene of like, oh, there's an open house today, and we have to figure out what to cook, and maybe the cooking club can make whatever.
Yeah.
That just feels like, okay, here's the.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
go.
We got more food this episode,
Yes.
which was very fun. Somebody, I think, commented, I saw that they made the loom clune.
And they were like, it was good, not as beautiful as
Yeah. It didn't look like what
Didn't
they
look
made
like
on
that.
screen. But that's cool.
yeah.
I don't know. The PPL. The PPL is really. It's the first time that I'm actually being bothered by the PPL. I think because it's the same. There's one product that they are hawking. I think technically they're supposed to be selling this
I
Nissan
think they're
car.
trying to sell the Nissan
but they're not
car
doing
too,
a good
but they're
job at
not.
that.
It's not featured.
That I think is really funny because I've seen it done now so much
Right.
more clearly.
Yeah.
That it's funny that they're
mean,
kind of like pussyfooting
That's
around
what I'm saying.
selling
like,
the Nissan.
In Not Me, we had to watch a full scene of someone backing up into a parking
Yes,
spot
correct,
in order to
correct.
show
Yes.
the back camera.
Yes. And it was very clearly like, look at what the features on this car are. Whereas this isn't doing that. But then like the
There
makeup,
was one line where it was like, well, it's a Nissan, whatever.
Miss Mix gave. Is it Mix? Miss.
Not Mix Cosmetics.
No,
which
Miss.
is Miss Cosmetics.
Ms. Cosmetics.
Ms.
She's
Magazine.
divorced. Ms. Cosmetics. It's the. And then Sammy like has to do like, I put lipstick all around my lips. Like
Yes,
I've
like
never worn lipstick
Yeah,
before.
that's the thing.
It's like,
I feel bad. I feel bad. I need
And it's
I
also
need the
like-
wealth to be shared a little more.
just have the boys put on like a little like, oh, I'm a little dewy today.
Yeah, I know.
We all believe that this little boy right here would do a little foundation, okay? We don't need Ohm to be hawking it, but Fluke is happy. Happy to sell some makeup, okay?
Yeah.
I'm sure you could have got Kuhart to do a little. Anyway, that's how I feel. This is gonna be sacrilege.
You like
I
this?
don't know if I buy Cornyn in
Oh.
the flashbacks.
Is that sacrilege? in the story because you're supposed to.
You're supposed to fully believe it.
Okay, I didn't know if it was like
Corn is so. I just feel like we haven't seen them be sweet enough to each other.
The scenes are not. The scenes are still so sporadic that I don't necessarily want to be like, okay, now half the episode we're just following Corn and In, but the ones that we keep seeing, it's so in focused of like in
him and his mom, or him and was it his mom or his sister, who like
it seemed like it was his older sister that had a daughter.
Yeah, something.
The way they were talking.
Yeah.
But it probably is their mom and it's the little sister, his little sister.
I
But I couldn't tell. Because the way they talked about the dad was very familial as opposed to like, that's your dad as a mom.
Yes, my husband, your father.
My husband, your father.
Yeah.
It felt more like our dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I thought was very interesting. And I think that is like a, I mean, I guess it's pretty obvious that was going to be the T.
Yeah.
Was that he's homophobic.
Yeah.
Homophobic. So that's a bummer. But I did like that moment with, I do think like, I like
moments are
aspects of the past, but I don't know if there's been a scene yet where I really believe that they are like destined to be together other than that they just made this pact.
Yep.
Kuhart, I'm really worried people are going to hate what I'm about to say. Kuhart, when he plays young, which he also does for the first few episodes of My Only 12%, a show that I did love, does it to such a... There is such a way he acts when he is trying to play young.
He's overdoing it.
That I'm like, you are... It's... I have a heart...
But I can't tell if that's like direction of like, ooh, like really...
It's the exact same way he plays in My Only 12%, so I'm pretty sure that's a Kuhart thing. And I understand the instinct of being like, I'm playing a very sweet, naive character.
Right.
Because Korn is obviously supposed to be like the more worldly, headstrong, blah, 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 blah.
I will say, I don't find it as... I like it better here than My Only 12%.
I like it better here because at least he looks a little bit younger than when he was in My Only 12%.
Yeah, that's true.
In My Only 12%, I was like, that's a 27-year-old trying to play 14. You are 10 years older.
Yeah, like
What's
this
happening?
Is crazy. Yeah.
But it's just that I think is tough. But like present day storyline, I like totally buy into.
Yeah.
And I buy that they're like Red String of Fated. I like all that.
Yeah.
And I'm glad Alex got the boot. He's gone.
Bye, Alex.
Bye, Alex. Bye, bitch.
Until we meet again. Before we start, Adam.
Yes.
Here's a comment about Uma. I am with Adam on the banter funny moment soundtrack in Uma. They obviously use it to signal the feeling to the viewer, but it's very repetitive, which makes it a little grating over time. I feel like I noticed it this one because I started making a song a little bit.
Yeah.
Be Dean. Like I just started saying P Dean over and over again.
Yeah.
Bad Buddy and other shows did a much better job with this by varying the music they use, but they're also a lot newer and had time to learn from older shows.
Mm-hmm.
Bad Buddy, for example, literally uses nearly 280 different tracks sourced from Epidemic Sound for its background music. Shout out to Epidemic Sound, honey! On top of instrumental variations of its own OST, while Uma relies on just a handful of the like hand chimes or whatever the fuck they use.
Yeah.
Someone just said like, I don't think RJ's like liking this as much.
Oh, I didn't see that. I thought you were talking about the...
Well, that too, and that I pause a lot, and that we talk a lot. And that I talk over.
No, that we don't pause a lot.
That we don't pause a lot, that we talk over.
A gentle critique.
A gentle critique that I don't pause a lot, and I just talk over, or I will go on MDL and search people.
Instead of focusing on the screen, yeah. He's a second screener more than I am.
I am a second screener. It is something that I've had to adjust because people do watch me watch something. And that's
it's a different way.
So I have to like to learn.
We're doing a performance every time we watch.
Have to.
I mean, I'm not saying that to insinuate that we're like
fake or anything.
Faking it, but there is like a level of like we're conscious that
we're being watched, watching something. Well, which that goes to my thing of like, I may not react to the things that like people want us to react to. Like, oh, I wish you like. That doesn't necessarily mean I don't like a show. I also think this show specifically is.
They think you don't like this one?
Yes. Someone said
Oh, I did not see
yeah.
it, but I don't read the comment.
I think because of its date.
Okay, can we talk about what it really is?
It's very clear that, like, okay, I know the beats. Like, I got the beats. So I know I can second screen or not pay attention.
Let's you and me over here.
When there's a beat that I don't, like, I'm like, okay, I know what's going to happen.
Talk about what's really going on.
What is it?
It is RJ recently is just want sex scenes. It's
what
crazy.
Are you talking
it is
about?
So crazy. You have turned into the full give me NC or give me death.
Who did I say
where
that?
I am fully on the other end of the spectrum where I'm like horrified by it. I mean, I'm not. I'm
not horrified.
Not horrified.
Was it this?
Speaking of wet dreams.
Yes, because in this episode, it was like he had to like wake him up, right? And then he was like doing, oh, what are you going to do? But like P.T. was like, are you doing something bad? I might have to punish you. And I just screamed, punish him.
Yeah. You're unwell.
But look at his face.
No, he's so beautiful.
And I think we did ask in the reaction, like, is
but
this
that's
his...
what's going on. RJ is very horny lately. Adam.
PD. We were asking in the reaction, like, is this Ohm's, like, vibe now with his new partner?
With Poon.
Yes. And it didn't seem like it was like, it's not quite as like dark and mysterious or like.
Well, they barely,
cold.
I mean, they did this and then it was COVID.
Yeah.
So they didn't really get a chance to like.
What else can Ohm and Fluke do?
Do couple stuff.
Yeah.
In the same way. So.
Yeah,
it is interesting. I am curious about my romance game right now.
I know.
Especially because I really liked Poon.
And I really like Junior Mark. We didn't watch all of Cherry Magic Thai, but.
Mostly because it was very hard to.
It was hard. They geo blocked the shit out of that show.
Thank you, Japan.
Okay, the whole I'm too spicy or whatever, blah blah blah, or I just want spice. I think it's because we haven't seen it. I need a nice slice of life JBL school trip in our rotation. It's been a while, so I need something like
you need something less sexy.
I need a slice of life to calm me down.
I think you need one that is smutty. I think you thought you were going to get that with Sammy's, which we'll get to, and then it did not happen.
We did not get smutty with Sam. It was not Smutty's Children's Day.
There was one fantasy sequence.
Yeah, you're right.
I think that's the issue.
Yeah, and Duong is like the sweet one.
And obviously Duong is very sweet. And I think you need like a My Personal Weatherman in rotation. Because we had Thunderclap Pussy remix.
And that was giving me
and that obviously gave
nice little jolt.
Yeah. A jolt is sick. Uma! Episode 7 and 8. Episode 7, In the Past.
In the past.
In Touch argues with his father, who is worried about people's perception of his gay son. In present day, Parm and Dean make things official while realizing there are shared memories of the past, which Dean asks his friend Sin to look into. Mm-hmm. And then in episode 8, Del invites Parm to the house so he can teach them a new Thai dessert recipe so she can impress her parents who are coming home soon. Parm learns about Dean's family history and has a strong connection with a photo of Dean's mother, possibly connected to In Touch's past. And then in a flashback, we see Korn's argument with his father and then another trip they take to the beach where Korn and In reveal their true feelings for each other.
Whoo! Okay, so acknowledgement. They do remember each other.
They do. They do.
They cry together. They
cry
say
together.
He literally says like, "You said that we were gonna find each other again."
I think I said this in the thing. I think I would start to think I was going through psychosis. Yeah, especially if the other person was like, "I'm experiencing it too." I'd be like, "Oh, that's not." I wouldn't then believe it. I think I'd be like, "Oh no,
no, that's not." That doesn't make me feel better.
No, that would make me feel worse.
Is there a brain eating amoeba that we have
ingested?
Contracted?
Yes,
yeah.
exactly. That would be my first thought. Is I'd be like, oh
not
no.
the fact that like no, we were reborn.
No, that would not. No, that would not be my first thought, was that I was reborn.
It would truly be, spoiler for Grey's Anatomy, I have a tumor and I am imagining Denny.
Yes, I'm imagining the hospital singing.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I can't even imagine a world. I can't imagine.
Well, do you believe in the like deja vu is like a past life?
Oh, so
Or
I do like deja vu.
I do like deja vu. Deja vu's fun.
The song?
Baby, I can't go anywhere without thinking that you're there. Explanation to deja vu that it's just like triggers the brain and it makes it's like a brain impulse thing that triggers something that makes it feel like something.
Oh,
like,
really? That's what it is?
Yeah.
Oh.
That it like makes it makes you think that like, oh, this happened
before.
It's more like it's more midichlorian like.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
I'm speaking in terms that you would understand.
The Force.
Yeah.
The Force.
Yeah. Do it, Dennigan.
Yeah, I can't imagine. That's all I wanted to say. I really can't imagine.
Barm. Wake him up. Do it.
Sin.
And
then Don
the brother.
There
was
the
moment,
other two friends,
and the other
which
two
I didn't
friends.
even bother writing down.
Yes, it was like tit and tat. It was something like that.
Can I ask a question about this scene? Because it actually did bother me in the moment.
Why was it happening?
Sure, that. But also, Don comes out in this scene from like a bedroom.
So
there's this really weird.
It's literally
scoring.
this. It's this.
And then the music's like, ba, 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 ba,
it's just me and Terry.
ba, 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 ba. And it's, I don't know. I thought it was a very odd choice because we've already seen him. I mean, granted, Parm hasn't met him, but this didn't happen when he met Del.
Yeah.
He met Del, and there wasn't this like, oh my God, it's her. So I was very confused by that.
Yeah.
And also, like, he like had his own entrance, so I was like, oh, is this a new character?
I thought it was a new character.
No,
I was
it's
like, no, that's
character
the
we've already
brother.
seen.
Yeah. And it feels like the Sin and Soren, like now that we know that Sin and they know each other, whatever. Soren is Sin's.
All I know is that this wig is bonkers. It is cuckoo bananas.
But it's all just a link that like basically Dean and Sin are kind of working together to be like, tell me I need you to look up In Touch and what is his name?
Corn and In Touch.
Yeah, just look them up.
Look up the names Corn, In Touch,
because now they
Suicide.
know that. Yes, because they know the names now. They have said like the names to each other.
Right.
So it's like,
and
okay,
then imagine. And then at the end of the next episode, he's like, I have tea.
I need to tell you
in person.
I need to tell you in person. Which is probably because
Dean's mom is In Touch's niece.
Yes.
So that's the connection.
So it is, I mean, so it is like Chemgira, where it's like I guess it doesn't have to be, but it can be just like your distant relative will one day be whatever.
Yeah. But then I also thought this whole story about Dean's family was very interesting. So we find out that Dean, we knew that he was not raised by his parents. And then in this episode,
I thought it was because of half family. I was like, oh, the mom and the dad are different or whatever.
Oh, you have a whole theory going on.
Well, I just thought it was because the way we're like, yeah, we didn't meet each other until adults. So in my head, it was like, oh, they probably became siblings like later in life.
Okay, that was your previous theory. The new theory we'll get into in a second. Then they say what had happened was
the grandma
when our parents
got together. The dad's mom
didn't approve, and they had Dean before they were married, or at least she was pregnant before they were married. So because of that, she took Dean to take care of. And then when he was 18, she passed away. So that's when he like started this relationship with his actual parents. The weird thing is that
they have two children directly after.
Don and Del are all in college at the same time.
Yeah.
which is 4 years
Uh-huh.
for 3 people.
Uh-huh.
So like, it wasn't like
senior, junior, sophomore, probably.
because I don't.
Because I think
Is
she
Dell
is
supposed to be a freshman?
I think Dell is supposed to be the freshman. Or a year above.
She might be a sophomore.
Yeah.
But then that makes it even crazier because then it's like, okay, so then they're all 1 year apart. Like if you do like, okay, he's a senior and then sophomore, freshman, maybe.
But that's the thing, like, if you're the grandma and be like, I don't approve of your family, I'm going to take care of this child because I don't think you two are fit parents or whatever. And then they have 2 more children. And you're like, oh, well, I can only take care of one. So
it's just like it's just so weird. And I couldn't tell if like I wasn't understanding or what the story was. But then RJ, just out of nowhere.
Maybe that's why people don't like me watching the show, because I will just say whatever. But isn't that fun?
You believe,
Are we having fun?
I want to go back to it. You think that his mom isn't actually his mom, it's like someone else, or she got pregnant from someone else, it's not his dad?
I think it's not the same dad. Like maybe, or
she was cheating,
or it was like out of wedlock. So that
well, no, we know it's out of wedlock because that's explained.
So yeah, I don't.
I think RJ was again trying to figure out a way for someone to have been adopted.
It's something about families, yeah, that I'm like.
Okay, so that's fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the tie then to the past.
Yeah.
Do we think there's anybody else? Because we know that Korn has 2 younger brothers because we see them in the flashback. We see them
save him in the flash, or like comfort him in the flashback.
And then I know that at some point someone said in the book, because it's not in the show, in the book that this is based on, that when he picks up his car when Parm picks up his car that's been getting fixed from the mechanic, he has the mechanic he offers the sweets to the mechanic, the like dessert, and the mechanic like cries because
it's Perth.
Yes, that's what it was. That's right.
It's
Perth. So like there are other connections, I think.
Yeah.
Probably coming.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming, but then who would I mean, I don't.
They haven't seen other adults yet.
There's no way the dad is. There's no way the dad, because then that's not incest, but it feels weird. There's no way that the dad is one of the younger brothers, right?
No. Wait, the dad is. Oh!
I think he has to be out of the family because that's a
No,
mafia
I don't think
family.
so.
So we have to fully remove the mafia.
I think they're just going to meet the younger brothers as their age now at the time is happening. And they're like, because once they find out more about the crime, they're going to try and find, are there any living relatives still left of these people? And it's probably them because they're the young ones.
Mm-hmm.
The mom, probably the grandma, like the sister of In Touch is probably too old or has passed. Yeah. I loved the scene so much. I thought it was so funny. Okay,
we officially meet Parm's mom and younger brother.
Yeah, he had like a FaceTime with his mom before, but this is the first time with the younger brother. And it's so funny because he literally is just like, oh, that's right. Isn't that your friend?
It's so cute.
And obviously it goes well. I mean, it's like the part of the like,
it's
in
healing
this world,
all
yes, in this time, you are able to be okay in it.
That's why I think when they meet Dean's parents, it's going to be fine.
I think so too. I think it's all going to be fine.
Well, I wonder if there was like in that book, if Perth's character had like this big reaction, I wonder if Dean's mom is going to have a big reaction
of like, I'm
something.
sorry. Yeah.
Or just like a sense of whatever.
It does feel like, because I remember when people comment on this one that like, I love this performance from a lot of people like Fluke or Kuhart, but it's hard to like watch and rewatch because it's so sad.
It's so sad.
It is so sad, but I haven't been like, oh, it's unwatchable. I'm like, oh, it's too traumatizing. It's a lot obviously on Corn Inn. And it is. Every time it is there. But I think here we're finally able to get some of the happier scenes that I'm like, oh, thank God. Like I'm able to like stomach this a lot
But also,
easier.
like, because you know how Corn Inn's story ends, and you know that this story is resolving that
right, true,
tragedy, there is
It's like your
kind of
brain
like
and
there's a hope
yes,
in while
you're
watching it,
yeah.
even though like obviously anytime we go back to the Corn Inn stuff, it's hard.
Yeah.
But the show starts you out seeing the worst part of it. I mean, like, obviously it's very hard to see like both boys get slapped by their dad,
Yeah.
which I thought was crazy.
Yeah.
In separate episodes. But like that's all very difficult. And I think like especially like for me, it's very hard watching In Touch go through all of it because his is specifically like it's clear that you're gay and it's a problem, which is like
unlike Corn, which feels just more like you can't do this for the family. It's
right.
whatever.
You need to take your role as like a man seriously or whatever. Okay, so last week I got on here
and you said I'm not buying
and
Corn
I said
Inn.
I
Where
did not say
is
I'm
it?
not buying it. I said they haven't shown me the sweet stuff yet.
Mm-hmm.
And then the show was like, okay,
okay, fine.
deal. And
Shut
then gave
up
me this.
already. We'll take you to the fucking water.
This
is what I'm saying. I was crying in this scene.
This is
So that's why I was like, why do people think I didn't like the show?
the scene absolutely wrecked me.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect there is this like interesting dynamic with their relationship. It's not so like Parm and Dean aren't exactly the same as Corn and In Touch, which is interesting. Corn and In Touch, obviously, there's more friction because I think they're
trying to
especially Corn is trying to balance what his own desires are versus like the expectations of his family.
And like In is like, even though he's being himself, there's a level of like, I'm trying to rebel against my family because they know they don't want me to be like this.
Right. But at least we know like someone in Touch's family is like supporting him, even if he clearly doesn't work out in the end. Like Corn seems to be in like this very deep place. So this whole trip to the beach where then it finally culminates with them saying like,
will you be my boyfriend?
Will you be my boyfriend to each other? Which
at the same time, I did not expect it. I didn't know what this. I was like, oh, this is a sweet beach scene.
I didn't.
Maybe they'll like kiss and they'll finally admit to each other they like each other.
But that's the interesting part about their storyline. So like, all of the Dean Parm
they're already
stuff
together.
Is like going chronologically as we are watching the show. The In Touch Corn stuff is like we keep jumping around in their timeline, and I think it has sometimes it's left me a little like lost of like where are we? I just now put together like when he's in the plaid shirt, that's the night
day of the
death. Because there was a scene where they're like at a restaurant and it's like
blowing candle. Birthday.
It's a birthday and blah blah
it's
blah, blah, blah.
his birthday.
You find out that In Touch dies on his birthday. So that all is interesting, but I thought this was like subliminally done, but also
like truly one of my favorite confessions.
Yes. And there is still this like gnawing, it's not gonna end up at the back of the like it's not a picture perfect sunny day. It's a little gray. There's something about the scene where it's still not perfect. Yeah. But for them, it's like this pure true love that they're expressing. Ugh, I loved it so much. It was really beautiful. And I cried a bunch.
Yes.
Shall we move on?
Yes.
Until we meet again, episodes 9 and 10, but first the comments.
But first, the people have spoken. The fact that Ja is under that terrible wig. Ja?
No, before that.
The fact that. Yeah, Sin's wig is terrible.
It's not good.
Agreed.
It's not good.
It's giving a different wig a run for its money. A different bad wig that we're watching in a different timeline.
The wigs got real bad this groupage.
This
groupage.
Mm-hmm. I sincerely can't wait for the day when you guys learn all of that Win and team have been up to while this show is going on. You're going to be gagged.
Oh
okay,
God.
so let's.
We have to talk about the Win and team.
We have to talk about the Win and a team.
I actually think it's the same thing. There is a similar thing happening with Win and Team, and this is so weird that I'm saying this.
If you say Sweet
And
Good Crush.
Curious by Ann Double, a song that just came out.
Oh, okay. See, we're putting together
we're
the
melding.
worlds.
We're melding.
Uh-huh.
There is a nostalgia for something that we were not a part of.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what people really are responding to.
Mm-hmm.
But because
With Curious?
we did both.
Okay.
People who originally watched Until We Meet Again when it came out, there weren't 4,000 BLs like there are now,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
There wasn't like, you can just, there's so many options that you can actually refine
And find a
what you
BL that
want
hits everything.
versus like everyone was watching Until We Meet Again.
Yeah.
So everyone was talking about it. So then you were able to do the little dissection into like, oh my God, he glanced this way.
Yes,
da, da, da,
yes,
da, da,
yes.
Which is fun.
Yeah.
We referenced it in our BL.
Yeah.
But we weren't there for that. And side couples, I'm so sorry to say, and I do think people are going to be upset that I'm saying this. Side couples are so much are allowed to be so much more interesting now.
Yes.
Than this, which is hindered by
Because they knew they were doing a sideshow.
maybe
There's a second show.
Maybe they knew at the time, or maybe they just had an inkling.
Or just
that
had
they
a
were-
plan. So
Yeah.
it's like, we don't have to go into it. Let's just give it enough of a taste.
right, so that people will come
Yeah.
back. Which
I mean,
fair.
Literally.
It's not that I haven't noticed.
Yes, yeah,
I think
that's the thing.
There are some comments that have been like, you guys haven't
didn't
noticed
see.
at all. I'm like,
No, we saw. No, we saw them look at each other. No,
No,
we
we
saw
got
that
it.
like he gave him a little whatever.
I
Also, the cover photo has the
know
three
that
of them.
It's them.
Yeah. It's just, if you consolidate all of their time in this current show, it's like 5 minutes.
It might be 5 whole minutes.
And that's not enough in just one sitting and showing to like be like, oh, that's enough to give you a taste.
yes.
And then like I would be
In
like, oh, okay.
2026.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, that gives me enough of a taste that I would go and watch their show just because if I'm curious.
Speaking of curious, it's a similar thing where like I think there are people who are nostalgic for that sound. This is if you don't care, just
If
truly
you don't
skip
care
ahead.
about K-pop, it's fine.
But like I think there's people nostalgic for a very specific third gen sound, which again we weren't there for. And so like
true.
when I hear it, I'm like, oh yeah,
Oh,
this
yeah,
sounds
that
like
sounds
K-pop.
good. Yeah, it sounds
but it
like
wasn't
K-pop.
the K-pop that I came into. So it just like sounds like K-pop
Yeah,
more than
yeah,
like
yeah.
it sounds like my K-pop.
Yeah.
So that's like it's like a weird kind of like
Yeah.
there's a similar
Yeah.
conversation
The
happening.
thing with the Win and Team, like I understand that there's a separate show that is just them and it's happening at the same time here. So
I don't dislike them.
I don't dislike them. I think they're very like they're fun energies like as friends to both Parm and Dean. Like they're good side characters in that way. But it doesn't
Like this, it's
not-
working
it's
better
not
for me
working.
than the My School President Winnie Satang story, which I famously was like,
you don't feel the
I
chemistry.
don't feel anything for these.
Well, you don't
two.
have to.
So it's not that.
Yeah.
I like
Because
it's like-
they had the little scene here right at the end where it's like, oh, he's like, I can't sleep. I want to sleep with you.
yeah.
So he like stays the night, and I'm like, okay, yes. They're basically a true slice of life. They cut their little watermelon in half, and you're just getting this one slice,
Right.
Because there's a whole story that is truly happening that we're not seeing.
Right.
But it was put there in order to get you hooked for when they do show you the whole story.
Sure.
So it's like
It's
okay,
a little like we're building an MCU.
yes.
but
So I'm
also-
understanding what they're doing. It's not like hitting me because it's like, well, I see what they're doing.
Yeah.
If I was like watching
it's-
this naturally, I would be like, probably, yeah, curious. But because I know where it's
Yeah.
going to end up, I'm not really paying attention a lot to it because there's a full show that is about past lives.
And the
that
other
I'm
thing
focused
too
on.
that I think is like specific to us is like we're so in the bag for melodrama.
Totally.
That like I think if you aren't, Win Team are a good reprieve.
Yeah,
And it's
'cause
like,
they're
oh,
normal.
Thank God we're
Yeah.
going back to them.
Yeah.
Where like I don't have that reaction.
Yeah.
I'm like, give me more melodrama.
Well, the thing with the like time, it's like it reminds me of
his name's Team.
Your Sky when someone said that you
Interrupt.
yeah.
They did. They commented.
It's on TikTok, so it doesn't matter.
Is it mean?
No, it was just like he keeps interrupting him. I know, it's okay. It's okay. You're just passionate. I know. It reminds me of the Your Sky situation of like TT Poor having like literally also 5 minutes in the whole show. But like that, I also knew that like it's enough. They're just doing that to show you that like the possibility that this is going to be a new couple. So I am aware of what's going on. So that's maybe kind of why.
But it wasn't
I'm not
like I
giving
walked
it
away
time.
from Your Sky either being like, oh, this is my favorite couple.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
They've got something.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like, I believe they've got something.
Yes, totally. And they're both very charismatic.
Anyway.
From what I understood, the parents had Dean in school out of wedlock. So the grandma took him to raise him, but Dell and Don were born after the parents got married, so it was more socially acceptable.
And then there was a whole conversation that we forgot.
Okay, this is from our sisters. That's what we call our BL cathedral, our nuns. You guys are right about the close age gap. However, in episode 5, while they're at Soren's table, Dean's parents came back for him when he was around 2, but he cried saying he wanted to stay with his grandma, so that's why he only went back after his grandma passed away. So
They let a 2-year-old decide.
okay, there you go.
It's all explained. It's all explained. I can't say it's not explained.
Yeah.
It's all explained.
Sure,
So
there it is.
it's a very different life than the life I grew up with, for sure.
Yes,
But also, like, I don't think culturally, for
Yes,
white
it's more-
Americans, I don't think culturally grandparents have the same power,
Power.
that they do in other
Yes.
cultures.
yeah, because in other cultures, I mean, like we talked about it in it's like prevalent in like Hawaiian culture where it's like the idea of like other people taking care of people's families, just based on like situation, and like that's acceptable. It happens in the Philippines too. So yeah, I think it's just you were Adam is out overcorrecting himself.
Are you finished?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so let's talk about episodes 9 and 10. In episode 9, it's so funny. Nothing happens in these
Nothing
episodes.
happens in
And by
episode
that I mean, obviously
9
there's
specifically, nothing
There's a
happens.
bunch of things going on, but
There
like,
are things that happen.
there's
but
one thing that happens per episode. Episode 9, after discovering the truth about Korn and In Touch's demise from Sin, Dean
from Sin,
Sin
that
the
they-
character,
not Sin the evil.
Yes, the concept of. Dean seeks out Parm for solace and comfort.
That's pretty much it. He's sad for the whole episode,
He's sad for the whole
And
episode.
then he, like,
finds out the truth.
and he like sleeps in he stays the night.
He finds out like part of the truth. They
Yeah.
still don't know who Korn is.
I don't know who,
Because it was like Korn was scrubbed from the
yes,
record.
they scrubbed him from the record.
Yeah. And then in episode 10, Dean connects with his maternal grandmother, who happens to be In Touch's older sister, and reveals the truth to her of his memories.
Yes.
There was also a really weird scene where he gets handsy with Parm. And we do have to talk about that.
Yes.
There's one specific one in the kitchen
Yes.
where he gets like horny.
Yes.
And it's very interesting.
Which is so funny because in Love on the Line,
Yes.
that is that they have that kind of a similar
It's a
scene.
similar thing, yes, but for very different reasons, yeah.
Yes.
Um,
I want to shout out the best performance that we've ever seen in this entire in
Channel?
anything that I've ever seen.
maybe, yeah.
Sorry, PP Crit and Bilkin, because you are not
this
mother.
Woman,
This
woman is giving you a Lacorn performance.
This woman.
That
was
chin was
incredible.
wobbling, honey. I was obsessed with
I
her.
was shouted and said a wobbly chin.
I loved it.
It's
I
like
love
Viola
her.
Davis level of like I am so in the emotion.
Yes. It. I actually really thought this was like a beautiful scene.
Totally, yeah.
And I like. There's something
There is something
when
like
you allow your brain to believe
yes.
what's happening.
That
right?
this is a
he's
past life,
remembering
rebirth.
the
Yeah,
past
yeah,
life,
yeah.
right? There is something so hauntingly tragic about it that is like amazing to watch. Like so then the repercussion of
Yeah.
him having these memories, like he talks to the woman who was actually connected to it. And like, she has like a couple lines where she's like, I'm so glad you're back, which is a little weird in that up to what we've seen.
Yes, but
she didn't
it's almost
have
like a double
relationship-
entendre.
She didn't have a relationship with Korn.
Yeah.
So it is like, why is she welcoming him back? But then there's also the meta level, or the like,
Well, in
direct
this
level
level,
of,
it's like, you're back in the family as my grandson.
I've never met you.
Never met you.
Which is, again, what's going on with this family? And like everyone failed everybody pretty much.
Yeah.
It's a little. We've got a little Encanto. Like, is the grandma a villain? The grandma's not a villain in Encanto. I do not believe. I strongly disbelieve that. But yes.
Yeah.
This is an incredible scene.
Yeah. When he was saying like, I promise I won't let him die this time or whatever.
Yeah.
And she just like, please.
It's so good. Ohm's crying. She's crying.
know.
I was crying.
Very big Ohm episodes. Like there's
Yes,
a lot
Fluke
of
is
him.
barely in these 2 episodes.
I know. I think they wanted to give Fluke a break of like, listen,
Yeah.
we've seen you cry a lot.
I mean, it is kind of fun that. So then what I think is like really weird about the decision that Parm makes is that
Parm of like he's about to get intimate and then
no,
pushes
he
him.
like Dean finds out the truth, and then the next morning is like, let me tell you about it, and Parm is like,
No,
I'd rather not.
I'd rather
know,
not.
because it's already so sad.
Yeah.
And I do think there is, you're supposed to understand that like Korn's memories are mostly happy, whereas
Oh yes, I saw that people were saying this because he chose it.
yes, whereas obviously In Touches are
I want to be with you.
influenced by him watching him kill himself.
Yes,
and
yeah.
then making that same choice.
Yeah.
I don't think either of them really grew up in great situations.
No.
It seems like, so they don't have a lot to like be thrilled about except their memories of each other.
Yeah.
But that's really interesting. I would have wanted to know. I'll just say that. I don't think I would have been able to be like, I'd rather not
not know why I have these like psychotic episodes.
I would
I would
need to know.
I would need to know why I wake up shouting someone else's name
Crying
and
every
imagining
night.
that my head has completely blown off.
I
would
need
love
to know.
I would like to know.
I would need to know.
I need to know their names, okay? I need to know.
It's also like, it's so, I mean, there's a part of it that I think is like, it's for the plot to extend it a little bit. Because like, if he said yes, he would just take him with him to meet his like it would.
Yes, yeah.
So now I get 2 versions. There has to be a moment where he's going to meet her, and we're gonna do this again, and I'm gonna be like, thank God we got to have this woman for another scene.
But that's the thing. Okay.
If they don't do this, I will be so
But
sad.
knowing Lacorn, well, this isn't really Lacorn, but knowing melodrama, I don't think maybe something happens to the grandmother.
Oh my God, I can't.
And so he's not able to have that scene with her, but he's able to have it with the mom.
Maybe.
Because I do think I thought it was
could believe
interesting that there was a separation between her and then the mom.
Yeah.
We know the mom exists and she's coming.
Yeah, she's coming.
And if he's gonna
It's the
invite,
new year.
and
She's
if
coming.
if Parm is gonna cook for them,
Yeah, he's gonna meet them.
he's gonna meet them, and it's gonna be like
that's true. I just really want to see that lady again.
I want to see that
My
lady.
friend. My old friend.
Yeah, great performance.
Great performance. Chef's kiss.
So what was this thing about Parm and Dean that you wanted to bring up?
So Dean gets handsy and like horny and starts to try to be intimate with
Parm.
And then Parm's like, no. And a better person than me, because I would not say no to someone who looked like that. But from the comment, a peek behind the curtain, Until We Meet Again is the only show, whatever show airs on Tuesdays, the only thing that we can get comments of in the reaction.
Before we record this.
Yes, interpret for this. So people were like, oh, that's Korn coming through, because Korn was corny. Korn was horny.
But we haven't seen that.
We haven't seen that. And I don't know if that's like coming or if that's like, I read the book. I can't tell from the comments. But I do think that's interesting. It was like a really weird scene to me because
the way he handled it, he was like, because I thought he was going to be kind of, I didn't know where it was going, but he kind of handled it in a way of like, not glazing over it, but let's move on. Let's be sweet instead.
Yes. I mean, I think Parm really nicely rejects him without it being like, how dare you?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't turn the scene bad.
Yeah.
I think like Dean has a reaction where he's like, what have I done?
Yes,
a little bit. But I think on some level I didn't love this only because it made it feel like if it had been, there's something about it that makes me feel like this is kind of the thing that like gay guys hate about the
BL.
concept of BL, which is like
the chastity of it all, or
not necessarily the chastity, but like
the, like not acknowledging that they do have sex or they're sexual beings.
Yes, that they're sexual, or like that. It's just like this. There's so much more stake to it.
Yeah.
For women that write BL, typically, I want to say more than like, I think gay guys actually having sex out in the world. That's not to say that like there aren't gay guys who
not every gay
like,
people,
every
yes,
blah blah blah,
yeah.
right? And I'm not saying every woman who writes blah 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 blah.
Yes,
so
yeah.
I want to make that clear, but I do it. It just gave me a little bit of that like original yaoi
yes
energy.
Yes, yeah.
If that makes sense, what I'm saying.
For me, it was more like, I don't know if this is the opposite take, but it is like, I don't need proof from them that they like are physical. I guess. I have fully gone in that like they are fully reborn as like they are going through the highest of emotions that I don't know, like I didn't quite need it. So that's why I was like, oh, they're doing this.
I think it's weird. I think why it bumped me is because like we are following the show mostly from Parm's perspective.
Yeah.
So we're mostly supposed to be in alignment with Parm.
Yeah.
And there was an element of it that was like, we are also supposed to be grossed out at this guy wanting to like get hot and heavy with his boyfriend. And it's understandable if it's like the idea is like now's not the moment or whatever, but
or I'm not ready or whatever. Yeah.
It's, I don't know. There's something about it. If there had already been a scene of them being intimate in like the way that they both want to do, and then clearly now there's a difference in like this energy that is like if it really is supposed to be Korn coming through, like that maybe needs to be more clear. There's something about it that I'm like that made it feel like we should be mad at Dean for doing this.
Yeah.
And I understand that that's not totally what happens, right? But it's weird. It was weird to me.
The only thing I can think of is that because he knows that he's in a vulnerable place, because he came to his place crying, sobbing, like he just found out what really happened to the people that they were. And like Parm is like, I don't want to know. And maybe it feels just like, well, he's kind of like confused with his feelings or whatever. Maybe there's a level of Parm of like, I don't want to take advantage, quote unquote. Like, I don't want to take advantage of you in your state. Maybe let's do this when we're both kind of in a place where we can be together in this way.
Yeah, I think
maybe that's how it's supposed to be interpreted.
But then I feel like it would be more understanding if that scene happened that night, like when he comes over.
Well, that's what I thought, because he was like, he laid on him. He's like not wearing a shirt. Like, I thought it was.
So then maybe you're supposed to be like, well, Parm is like, oh, you came in crying and now you're like, I wish the turn was more apparent. So it was clear that it's like,
you're not in the right minds. Like, we can all calm down.
I understand that, like, it comes out of nowhere for Dean's character. Like, all of a sudden, he's just, like, grinding on him while he's, like, making dessert. But they were just having like a regular conversation. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think maybe the placement of it or something. I don't know.
It's something about the placement, but we're getting into more than halfway through, right?
Yeah.
So it's like and if this is something that they're going to slowly introduce as like maybe the next hurdle of their relationship, because that's the thing. Now you know what happened to you. They're going to start introducing things to be like, well, how do we not just end up in the same situation as they were before? So,
right. Yeah.
Okay.
I liked it. I liked these two.
You liked these two, yet the first one really was like there was nothing really happening. Episode 9 really was like
there
nothing.
really wasn't anything happening, but this whole time, like Fluke has been really doing a lot of the heavy lifting of the like nice. Emotional labor of the show.
It was nice to see.
So it was really nice, and I really liked the scene where he was like driving back, thinking about it, and just like crying.
Very melodramatic, but still, it was like I was kind of like, oh, I'm seeing Ohm's facial muscles like be more dynamic.
Totally.
Because the first half of the show, he's just like...
First up, until we meet again.
Okay, so most people did agree with us with Win Team.
Oh.
That it is kind of a hard sell, especially with the scarcity of what we see in the episodes.
Limited screen time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Limited time magic.
True crumbs. When we say crumbs...
Yeah.
It's the crumbs of the dot cakes.
It's the crumbs of the Lay's potato chips that they keep hawking.
It's the crumbs of the Lay's potato chips.
Because every time there's a scene with Win and Team, it's usually with a Lay's, one of those yellow bags.
Yeah, they get Lay's and Manao gets
Miss
Cosmetics.
I also love Dean and Parm, the soulmates of it all, the red thread, and was not interested in the Win Team storyline. Oh. I think because you can find this in university storylines.
Oh, sure.
It's
a classic, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't watch when it came out, so maybe that's part of it, but I did watch back in like 2020 so I wasn't that late comparatively, but yes, I was here for the soulmates reincarnation plot way more. As someone who first watched Thai media via horror, tracks. So, there you go. Okay, a quick book reference to explain the handsiness, the Dean Parm handsiness.
Oh, yes.
So there's two faculties about it. One is
architecture.
One is architecture, is decorative arts. Oh, yeah. One is, in the book, there is like a specific trigger word for Parm that Dean says, and it's along the lines of like, I surrender myself to you.
Oh.
So I think like he feels like burdened by that.
Oh.
That's more laid out in the book.
Oh, I see.
The other kind of take that people have picked up on watching the show is that Parm isn't 100% convinced that it's his feelings and not In Touch's feelings. When they get intimate, that it's like
he still doesn't know if it's. Oh, I see.
So those are like the two ways to go about it, and I think the show is probably just like that's their way of kind of figuring out how to manifest all those feelings.
It is interesting because I think they
take care of it this episode.
That would be interesting to be like, I can't tell if you're possessed. That's not the right word, obviously, but like I understand that. Yeah. I don't think maybe in the show it's like super clear, maybe, but it would be very concerning if you were like,
because
are you the dead guy that you used to be, or are you?
You're the dead guy I knew you.
You're the dead guy I knew you were.
You're the dead guy I knew you were.
Yeah.
Because in Kimjira, it's not like Kang's character was like, "Are you her or are you you?"
Right.
You're you.
Right.
You know.
But that was like that was specifically like possession at times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. They are actually giving possession.
Correct.
But yeah, those are the thoughts of Uma.
Great. This week we watched episodes 11 and 12. I'm going to say this. When I write my little recaps of the 3 shows, this show has the least amount of words in my little description.
That is what I've noticed as we watch along.
Uma will have one thing happen in an episode.
Yeah. 40 minutes and one main plot thing.
And it's in the back half of the episode.
Yeah.
The front half is like, whatever.
Doot.
Yeah. Doot. Episode 11, Dean wins his swimming competition, so Parm gives him a reward. And then Dean gives Parm a meal that he hasn't quite forgotten from In Touch's past, and then agrees to meet his past life's sister.
His photo is crazy.
It's such a good photo.
It's like, I got you. It's like sour curry, which is what she makes him.
You said it was like sinigang.
And the way they describe it was like, oh, that's sinigang. So I'm imagining, and you might see this in an Ampliverse BL in the future, someone takes a spoonful of sinigang and starts bawling.
Sure. So that's
So there you
episode
go.
11. There is like in the beginning of the episode, there is like a Christmas narrative to tie into the Corn and In Touch Past Christmas narrative.
Yes.
There is like, I haven't really been.
So they're doing Christmas.
They did Christmas. Hey sis, it's Christmas.
But like, just like the created Christmas. Like the capitalist Christmas.
Yes, Christmas as like.
Santa.
Yeah, not Christian as Christ.
Not Christmas.
No, not Christmas. No. Yeah. So I haven't really been including in the descriptions of the episodes like the In Touch and Corn scenes unless they're really important.
The parallels that's happening.
There is, in episode 12, I'll say this. Parm and Dean's grandmother on meet and share a reunion all at once. She meets Parm, but also reunites with In Touch.
In Touch, yeah.
Afterward, the swim team goes on a trip that Parm is allowed to join. Now, in the middle of that episode, or is it in the middle of the first episode? One of the two episodes, there is a long sequence where you see In Touch basically plead with Corn to continue to live.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like In Touch knows what's coming.
Yes.
It's very
It was like it looked like it would be the moment, like, I think right before the dad
came in. Yeah. Great. Awesome. So sad.
Well,
Again,
I'm glad we
cried
got this.
every episode.
Literally cried. Glad this diva's back.
Thank God this diva's back.
Because I was really worried.
Although I actually thought I think I liked the Dean scene better.
Yes, because here it was a little gratuitous. Here, I mean, they were both just crying for each other.
Well, first of all, we have to talk about this scene. The insanity of setting. Okay, so Parm has already been like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to know.
I don't want to know. Yes.
Okay, sure, fine.
Yeah.
The insanity to be like, I
made you the food.
I had my grandma make you the food that I know you're gonna eat and like love.
Yeah.
So then obviously Parm has the reaction, and he's like, I mean, if you want to meet her, you're more than welcome to, but that means we do have to go full dive. We have to deep dive into the past. It's a little bit, it's a setup. That's all I'm going to say.
It is giving setup.
I'm smelling a setup.
It is giving setup.
A stunt.
I wish we got a little bit from Dean of like why we need to do this. Like, I wish he had like a thing of like, this is why we need to like face the past.
I mean, I think, well, okay, so I think that's kind of supposed to be telegraphed because the dreams are getting so much worse for Parm.
Right.
Like, he's hyperventilating in the middle of the night. So, like, I think you're supposed to understand that he's come to a realization of, like, we have to address it in order to get past it. And there's the scene with the monk when they go and, like, give alms.
Yes.
Where he's like, you gotta face the past, Diva.
I know.
On their way
on their way out, the monk literally goes, and you gotta figure this out, girl. It's bad.
Parm,
you're in danger, girl. And walks away.
Yeah.
So
I thought Whoopi gave a great performance as the Buddhist monk in episode 12 of Until We Meet Again. But it was a bit of a stunt on Dean's part. It was a bit of a stunt.
Yes.
We just need to acknowledge it, okay? Yeah. The other thing that I thought was crazy, though, is Dean... So there's, like, the prep. There's we go to visit the monk.
It's not that Parm was just brought to the school trip for no reason.
No, it's that when he brings him to his grandma, he's like, didn't let her know we're coming. This woman is, like, 110 years old. We didn't let her know. Wanted to just spring her younger brother's soul on her.
I know. I literally was like, she's gonna faint.
Or die.
Or die.
Or die.
Or die.
One of the two was gonna happen. Neither happened.
I would have loved a little faint. We get a faint in a different
a little faint would have been great.
A little faint, just a little.
Yes, truly.
Just a little,
Yes, I fully agree.
Little maxi challenge fainting.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would have been great. If we didn't get it, it's fine.
Nor.
But I did like that whole sequence, and then it ends really. it ends. There's like a transitional sequence where they're kind of like talking about
Yes,
it.
but it's like, where's Dad? I mean, you're
Yes.
my great grandfather.
It's all very. It's not incest, and I know it's not because these are fully different people. But it's a little incest.
It's a little crazy.
It's like,
I think because it's being translated with the familial terms too, and like that I think is.
But I mean like, Dean is In Touch's great nephew.
Yeah. Well, also in these
what I mean?
these episodes, they're sowing the seeds of planting the seeds that Parm has an uncle that he's never met.
Yes. So
And
that's got to be somebody.
That's got to be someone in Korn's family.
Has to be.
I think Korn's dad might still be alive because I think they say grandfather and uncle that you're gonna meet someday or something like that.
We'll find out.
So I'm like, oh, it's gotta be Korn's family has got
They've
to
got
be in
5 episodes left. I know.
There's 5 more.
There's 5 more.
How are they? It's not even like I'm waiting for them to land it. I'm more just like, now they know. What's the goal?
Is there going to be like a release? I guess that's my question.
The soul will exhume.
Well, I just like, is it going to be like there's something that finally like they feel like, oh, and then I haven't had a dream.
Okay, so this is what I'm imagining. They see Korn and In, or they see Korn and In, and it's like 4-4. They face each other.
Oh,
and
you're just the top form.
And
we're gonna talk about top form. Don't worry.
And then they go.
Yes, and then they touch tips.
And Korn and In ascend like Mary.
Yes, it's very the end of Haunted Mansion 2003.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Where they just become balls of light and then leave Gracie Manor. Mm-hmm. We all remember. The Eddie Murphy classic. We all don't remember
We were all
that?
there. We watched the movie. We were in the movies.
Jennifer Tilly played Madame Leota.
Yeah.
We all remember.
Yeah. Hold on.
With what? Okay. Mama, this trip.
Yeah, school trip. Joined a group that I am very close to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was more just like, what? I didn't want to ask it during the reaction because I didn't want people to be like, RJ's not paying attention. But why was he there? Like, why bring him?
Because he's using his presidential power of being the president of the swim club to just bring his boyfriend on the trip.
I mean, is he going to like cook?
So he's an authoritarian leader is what we're saying.
Also, we found out today that the bridge over the River Kwai.
There's a bridge.
It is a bridge.
Yes.
I think it's like a World War I, II.
I think it's a World War II. I think it's a World War II thing.
Is it like I'm so bad, sorry. Is it like someone crossed it or it was under siege?
I think it's just where the setting is.
Of the movie? It's not like
it's an epic like war film.
So it's not like a historical thing where like General MacArthur crossed that river or that bridge.
I haven't seen it. I couldn't tell you. I don't believe so. I think it's just like a story set in this area during World War II.
Okay.
Anybody seen the bridge over the River Kwai?
The bridge over the Kwai?
Google it.
Google it.
And
the episode just kind of ends.
And then it just ends.
And then a trip.
With a promise of the future. Being games on a trip.
Games on a trip.
And they're rooming together.
So do you think it's going to happen? Are they going to be intimate?
I don't think it. I think it's going to be a classic.
I think it's going to be. It's what you thought Duong was.
The camera's going to pan away, and then it's going to be the next morning.
It's going to be what you thought Duong was. Word.
I don't have a lot of hope in Wabi Sabi that they're going to show us a lot. We're not in a MAME production. Okay,
That's true.
This isn't a Me Mind Why.
Yeah. But in My Only 12%, were they intimate, or was it the same thing? Like they kissed and then it's like the next one?
No, in My Only 12%, they just had like this beautiful, tender moment where Santa kisses all over
I love your
Hart's
eyes.
face.
I love your face. Amazing.
Anything else with Until We Meet
I
Again?
think that's it. I really don't have anything. It's interesting doing this, talking about this show weekly. At least it's in like 2-episode formats. Because if we were watching this episode by episode and talking episode for episode, like there was that one episode last week that was like nothing really happened.
Yeah.
You're about to meet grandma. That was the episode.
Well, that's just episode 11.
I know.
Is you're about to meet grandma. And then he meets her in 12.
But I am having a good time. I was afraid that I was gonna be like, is this not keeping my attention? But I think the melodrama helps a lot.
Yeah, they're only like 40-minute episodes,
Yeah, that's
which is
true.
nice.
So.
Manau's gonna get a boyfriend potentially.
Oh
looks
yeah, Manau gets her man.
Like. Manau gets her groove back.
One of the
And
swim team
then-
guys.
yeah.
Everyone's just having.
And
everyone's
Win
just with someone.
team is happening, and it seems to be that there's going to be something happening later. But then I think people were saying on the Patreon like this whole trip is like also in Between Us.
Yeah.
So, which we're not watching, not right now, not next week, not in the near future. So,
Okay. Okay.
but I bet it's good.
I bet it's good.
I bet it's great.
I hope his roots are better in that.
I've heard that they are not. I've heard it's still an issue. We have Until We Meet Again. But first,
Some listener comments.
comments.
Until we meet again. Okay. In the perspective of a person that watched as it was going down, the sell on Win Team was more on how Boon Prem as a ship in promotions outside the show. So they were working, mama, they were like...
They were sniffing and kissing and whatever.
Sniffing?
Well, sniff kiss.
Oh.
I don't think they were doing that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're on live. They're on V Live,
Sure.
being like,
Not
stop
V-Live.
off cam. Anyway.
Did we have lives in 2019? Was that happening?
Yeah, we had Instagram lives. I think V Lives existed.
Oh,
Okay. There are more fan servicey than Ohm Fluke, so fans gravitated
sense.
more of them.
I buy that. Also, it was like, probably by this point in the show, I think the pandemic had started officially.
So it was just like,
a lot of it had to be virtual
Yeah.
of their promotion.
yeah,
It couldn't be in person.
Right.
So
everyone was like, okay, BYOP, bring your own promotions.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd thought Dean had sprung Grandma's visit a bit too callously on Parm. But I think by this stage he was scared of Parm because he knew by this episode what had happened with In Touch. They have both been starting to become enmeshed with their past selves, and it's hitting Parm much harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I still needed maybe something that kind of like the acknowledgement that like it's getting worse. We gotta do something.
Sure.
Because you can't keep ignoring it.
That makes sense.
But that's the thing. I mean, it didn't even like, it's not like it negatively affected like the scene or anything or like the dynamic. Like she didn't faint.
No.
So
she
that
didn't
was
faint.
good.
So that's good.
That's good. Okay. What happened this week?
I am curious because I agree that there is like enmeshing going on, but it is interesting because like the scenes we've started seeing, especially in these couple episodes, are like In Touch being like, please don't do anything rash. Like he's like, he can like sense that Korn is not able to continue on this trajectory.
Yeah.
And obviously we know that like Korn is the first one and then In Touch follows.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's just very tragic mostly.
Well, what happens? What tragically happens this week, Adam? Because we watched 3 episodes.
We did. We watched 3 episodes in a row. Episode 13 on the swimming trip.
Ooh.
Both Dean, Parm, Win, and Team. They're two separate couples.
Well,
but I would like to see
I would like to see it.
share intimate moments together.
Anima.
Parm finds out his grandfather has fallen ill, and when Dean brings him home to his house, he finally meets Dean's mom, which is In Touch's niece, as we know, for the first time, and faints of shock. I did have to get a mid-motion, mid-faint shot.
Yeah.
Because we don't see him, like, fully pass out.
Yeah.
I want, Fluke, if you're watching, we cheered.
We cheered. We
started
applauded.
Mm-hmm.
We applauded because we were hoping for a faint
from Grandma.
Because we were hoping for a faint from Grandma the week before.
Correct.
Or someone.
Our prayers were answered.
Fluke said, "I got you."
Episode 14, Parm meets both Dean's mother and father, and his dad proves to be just as stubborn as his son, but does accept their relationship. Parm's dreams also seem to be getting worse, leaving him hyperventilating in the middle of the night. In episode 15, with his father's blessing secured, Dean officially consummates the relationship. Parm is picked up by his cousin he doesn't know.
Surprise!
To visit his uncle and grandfather, and guess what? It's revealed to be Sin.
It's Sin, Mama.
Sin's his
It's
cousin.
Wig.
It's Ja. Ja in this ass wig.
Jawig.
Jawig.
Okay, let's talk about what do you want to start with? The intimacy, the consummations?
Okay, we've been on a real journey with intimacy in this show.
Right, because a little touch, a little kiss was
Now,
a little
P
too
knew
much.
who did this show. It's kind of known and sometimes criticized that he doesn't
like to show.
do NC.
Uh-huh.
That's not his bag.
Yeah.
That's for others to do.
Yeah.
That's not his
That's
bag.
for the twisted minds to do.
That's fine. I actually don't have a problem with that, especially in Thai BL, because you have so many other options if you do want more NC.
If you want honey,
there's
mama.
a whole range.
Yeah.
It's when it's all one way or the other that it's like, well,
Right.
where's the variety?
Yeah.
Maybe I want a Hershey's milk chocolate, but maybe maybe later I want the Hershey's cookies and cream bar. Do you understand what I'm saying? So there's that. My issue, and I think a couple people in our Discord have also brought this up, is like the intimacy thing with Parm. There is something so I'm just a good girl coded about it.
And
I wish it felt like it was more born out of like I wish either the performance or the direction or something or the writing really is probably what it is. I wish it felt like it was like I'm really nervous because I'm very inexperienced and like you're my first boyfriend and da 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 da.
And these dreams are crazy.
Yes,
I feel like I'm in
it's
psychosis.
a lot, and there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Versus the like, it's just like, oh my god, stop at Dean, stop.
Padeen, stop.
Padeen,
Although all the
stop.
Padeens are really cute, it is like the justification behind it. It feels it gets a repetitive.
Yeah, it gets repetitive, and it just there's
Because I think
something about it that's like
in the beginning, I wasn't sure if it was like playful because it all kind of sounds the same, like playful Padeen. So it's like, okay, but when is it actually being like, no, stop? And we have seen it, right? We've seen it once, but that was it. That was the last time we did it. We've seen it, kind of. Because I think Dean's doing a good job of like still like trusting, but then also he's still feeding the fantasy for the audience too of like he's putting his foot down and putting it in. You know what I mean? Down and in.
Yeah, I think it's a narratively tough thread to
needle to thread, honey.
because I think there is for a lot of people, I think there is something about someone telling them the most bare minimum dom sub kind of vibe.
Right.
Just like someone telling me, no, it's time we have to have sex.
Yeah.
And I think some people are very titillated by that.
Yeah.
But in a very like no stakes are raised, like the hackles are not up, like we're not worried, we're not scared, but it's a little hot to have a hot guy be like, it's time for me to have sex with you.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm taking that damn
Versus,
prize.
I think what like with the amount that he's like, no, we can't. There is a very hard needle to thread of being like, okay, but are you respecting him?
Yes,
That's
yeah.
I think the hardest part with this storyline for me. It's like, it's fine if you want to do it, but then have it grow. It just feels like it's always, and then he just has to relent because Dean is just such a man.
That's the thing. Yeah. he's so nice and respectful and everything else, but like but then he keeps going back to
because I actually really liked the like discovering the condom and like kind of having a freak out about it.
Yeah.
There's a similar scene that happens in Tame Poe where Est like thinks he bought Poe thinks Tame bought condoms.
Yeah.
He really didn't. Whatever. It's a whole thing. It's a similar thing here. It just is actually condoms. I think that's fun.
Yeah.
I think it's like a little bit of like, it's happening.
Yeah.
But then we still go into
it's still an acknowledgement.
People might see, girl, you're in your condo.
So
we do find out later Sin was listening through the wall.
Well, that's
and he was
couldn't.
screaming and was like, because remember he's like, you kept
kept
screaming, and then
he was like, I was smoking in the balcony and I heard y'all,
and I was worried that I was gonna have to come over and stop it.
Because Dean's so...
I got a very hard needle to thread.
But I will say, shout out to Sin for being like, listen, girl, I've been through it. Seen my boyfriend. Here's some ibuprofen.
Oh, yes. And then he buys the medicine.
To help the swelling.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Here's the rash cream. Yeah.
There was a moment there where I was like, wow, I've never seen this in a BL of like very specific aftercare of like...
Oh my God, it's so funny that you bring this up.
Here's some
I think the condom thing is fine.
Yeah.
I don't mind condoms.
Big take from Adam.
I don't, just like as like, I think some people are like, well, we don't want to like promote unsafe sex. We want to promote safer sex practices. I think that's fine. Right. Especially I thought this was very cute.
Well, it's the thing of like the gay sex is happening and it is gay and that is the way to do it.
Yes. There's something about, I don't need the true realism, and we're going to talk about realism later.
Just a little bit, honey. Honey.
I don't need realism of being like, let me go prep. And I think some people online do want that.
Do want it.
And I want it to be known, in case anybody was curious, I don't need a character to ever be like, gotta go douche. I don't need it. I'm actually so good. I am fine living in this heightened reality where everyone's just clean.
Yeah. Okay.
And everyone's just ready to go whenever. Yeah. I think that's fine.
But so then are you having this reaction because you didn't like the feeling, the ouch that hurt. Owie?
No, it just reminded me of
an
idea that I think people are passionate about.
I don't mind a light joke. Like if it was like if the Sex and the City version of the scene, they were out having dinner and Parm says, I'll just have a water.
Sure.
You know that?
Yes.
It's like a wink and nod. An innuendo.
A very Hays Code energy.
Yeah, I think that's fun. That's cute. That's witty.
Yes.
Because then you can still kind of play with the like, if you really want
I don't need a character to like grab the bulb and be like, BRB, babe. I'll be back in 20. Like, I don't need that. Yeah. I'm not saying that's happening. I'm just saying, let's not even head toward that direction, I think.
Yeah.
But maybe there's something there.
Yeah.
Maybe if we really want to do a true realism. But if we want to, I'm sorry. I'm not off this. If we want to do true realism, I'm going to be really honest.
Let me show this condom again. Condoms.
I'm going to be really honest. I don't want to see anything.
But you would
but paintings should be happening if we're going to go true realism. And that's probably all I should say on this podcast. Because we're going to keep it a little cute. That's for like the ride can't top my knee energy where they get real body.
Yeah, they do get body.
But if we're going to go realism. Don't just be like, I gotta prep. Be like, oh no, whoops.
And then show like what realistic it would be like. What would be the reaction afterwards?
Yeah, depending on how you want to perceive the top. If he's an asshole, he'll like freak out.
If he's caring, considerate, gentle, like
who?
I was gonna say Peter Pan as Tada, but in this reality, our multiverse right now, in this timeline,
You're unwell. You're an unwell person.
Maybe that's why we can't reveal the reset reactions, because I am so.
It's
topsy-turvy for Tada.
Yeah, you're cuckoo bananas.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's not good.
It's not great.
What else did I like about this episode? Oh, first of all, I want to shout out Kin's dad.
Kin's dad, honey.
Kin's dad is also Dean's dad. Mm-hmm. So that's fun.
I want to shout out the Faint, obviously. Great job there from Fluke.
Great Faint. I do love a bathtub scene. We get a great bathtub scene in this.
We do.
Thailand specifically loves a bathtub scene.
Mm-hmm. I think just because there's a sense of like obviously intimacy in it.
Oh, for sure.
Right. I did like this quote unquote coming out. I mean, it was technically a coming out scene, but there was a kind of preamble to the scene where like you see the night before where the mom kind of like eases him into it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And basically says like,
well, you know, thing I think a lot of mothers around the world do.
Hello, my mother had to do it.
Hello. And he still had a stroke.
It was not a stroke. It was a gallbladder attack. Mm-hmm. There's a difference. Mm-hmm. He basically was like, well, remember how hard it was when your mom was with us.
Yes. Which then I was like, oh, that's nice that's nice. The way to tie that plot point in.
Yeah. So I ended up really liking the scene a lot. Like, it was very, very sincere. I'm really sad that we didn't get like a Parm in touch and the niece. Because like he was like, she doesn't recognize me. And so that's what leads to the bathtub scene.
He like hugs her. And then she like looks through photos later.
Yes. And just
so
like,
I think you're supposed to assume she had an inkling or like something. Yeah.
Yeah. Just to like, I suddenly miss my uncle.
But it is funny because he brings up he's like, your mom said to like be nice to Dean, aka whatever. Like be considerate of him in this time. Whatever the line was. And also I was like, oh, so she didn't mention that like his spirit is imbued with the spirit of my dead brother?
Uncle.
Sorry, when I said his mom, her mom, the grandma.
Oh, the grandma.
She was like, we talked on the phone.
Yes, that's right. She was like, be nice to Dean and Parm. Okay, so the cousin. So I feel like my theory was right that it is going to be Korn's family, because we do get a scene again of Korn being told off by his dad, and then Korn's brother going up to him.
Very tender scene.
Yes, and basically it was like, it doesn't matter to us like who you love.
We find out that he wants to be a police officer. Korn's trying to like continue the family business so that his younger brother doesn't have to go into this line of work. I don't know how you would square that circle.
Yeah, because they're gonna be like in the police academy, like, oh, that's your last. Oh, your dad's this person.
Yeah.
Person of interest.
Right. Public enemy number one.
Public enemy number one.
Correct.
And then when you find out that Sin is the cousin, which I did gag at that, I was like,
we did gag. I'll be honest. At first, I didn't love it. And then the more I thought about it, the more I was like, all right.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Sin was like, yeah, my dad has just retired.
Grandpa's going to be alive, though.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, maybe Grandpa's going to die before he gets there. But
I think it's going to be
being Sin and his dad is whatever, and we know Sin is gay, clearly his dad's okay with it.
But maybe
so
Grandpa.
It is going to be like Grandpa. And
I think it's going to be
Sam sorry.
I think it's going to be another I'm sorry, I regret.
Je regrette.
Mm-hmm. He passes on.
Yeah.
And I think
I
think the souls I really Adam, Korn and In Touch will be exhumed and they will be like, thank
They're
you.
They're gonna see them like hold hands and walk into the light.
Great.
I can't wait to see it.
That is exactly what's going to happen.
Great.
I'm calling it right now.
Sounds good to me.
And they get to walk off into the distance.
Great. With their thread holding their pinkies
with the
together.
red thread, honey.
Yeah.
Honey.
So I have no problems with this.
Me neither.
Sounds great. Sounds like a great way to end the show. I'm more clear on how this show is ending versus other shows that
we've got. Yeah.
I have a yellow backpack.
You're in your Parm.
I'm in my Parm. I've got my tie on.
Parm drag.
I don't know where my white collared shirts are because we moved.
Because we're still packing.
Because we're still unpacking.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. before we get to the episodes, let's talk about the comments.
I have a real soft spot for Uma, and seeing y'all's reactions give me life. But also, I totally remember now, Boone Prem had the best interaction while promoting this, to the point where Prem told us he would give his heart to Boone. Wow, they're really going for it. This was in context of a question about what they would exchange with each other, and Prem said his heart because Boone has a heart condition. A heart valve disease. Wow.
Pacemaker.
Okay. So there was a comment agreeing with us about Parm and Dean and the Parm and Dean scene, and saying that they do think Dean pushes the boundaries, and just because a lot of the Pidins are made to look sounding cute at times, Parm actually says them to make him stop and Dean doesn't. So that's like one take of that, right? For Uma, the intimacy that you are used to in the modern BLs have come a long way. Parm and Dean was one of the first to actually show them go all the way in stages, with Parm eventually showing that he really would like to be intimate in a time being. Okay, where BLs with the bottom being, no, don't, gay sex, gasp, and then the top just kind of does whatever he wants. Consent be damned. It was my biggest complaint about early BL, so I think Uma is so beloved because it was closer to real intimacy in BL than we had really gotten previously. I do think, yeah, there's, he does, it's like playful, but I do think as time goes on, the character does, the playfulness of the Pidins, like, stop it, is clear when it's playful and clear when it's not. When it was, like, early on.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But we did it. We finished it, girl.
Episodes 16 and 17. Again, this show had 17 episodes.
Lol.
Crazy. 16, Parm finally comes face to face with the truth of his family's past. His own grandfather was Korn's dad, and a wave of memories overwhelm him, leading to him returning to the scene of the original incident. And then in episode 17,
That's it.
after a dramatic climax where regret is sincerely expressed by multiple parties, Parm and Dean end up taking a 3-month break of not seeing each other, but their feelings are finally revealed to be truly their own, and they celebrate their commitment to each other and live happily ever after.
Okay, where do we want to start? The past. So I
did not like being manipulated. I will be very honest.
What part?
The gun.
The gun.
They both reached for the gun.
The gun.
I did not.
Okay, explain to the girls what happened. At the end of episode 16.
In 16, he finds the box.
The box, honey.
In the box, the grandfather kept the gun, which is crazy. And it was still loaded. We are to assume. When this happens, he fully becomes in touch.
Yes.
That is basically what happens.
Yes.
We have like the enmeshing. We are enmeshed.
Yes.
Okay? So he's fully in touch.
And when Pidin reaches him, he is fully... the things that are in the cliffhanger, it is like, he immediately is like, you were so selfish for doing what you did. How would you like it if I went first? And then like points the gun to himself.
Yes.
One of these.
Okay.
And then episode 17 starts, and they pad that out, showing
it's a little longer,
showing that before that specific moment, Parm was starting to remember those memories of what Parm was, or In Touch was feeling.
Through,
so like you're seeing that, like, oh, it's
not like right off the bat, but he gets to the same place where he
Yes.
like points the gun at himself and is like, should I just do it first?
Yeah.
Couple things. I don't know if the show that they showed me and the In Touch that they showed me
felt that way.
I mean, I'll be honest. I don't ascribe to people who commit suicide or selfish.
Okay, that's the thing. I think that's still the big cultural
Yes,
stigma
I understand.
that they are going for.
However, I don't think... So fine. So yes. So let's say culturally, yes, that's fine. And then and not even culturally, I think a lot of people still think this way. That's fine.
Yeah.
I just don't personally. So fine. I don't know if the in touch they showed me would then be like, I really gotta stick it to you.
Yeah.
That's, I think, where they lost me. I would have fully bought it hurt so bad that I went through this.
That I saw you.
Because you didn't know that I would have to go through that.
Yes, yeah.
That I can fully buy. It's he wants to take revenge and like do the same thing back to Korn. There's no part in that storyline of the flashbacks that they've shown me that's who In Touch is.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think that was what was the issue, because I thought the story was so beautiful.
Yeah.
And like the way it comes full circle, I think is really
Yes.
good. The way both families come back.
Yes.
I thought the funeral scene is
I know.
actually incredible.
There are people that reacted to the episode that being like, I don't forgive the fathers, right?
Oh,
And then
absolutely not.
And I don't think like this scene showing that they've regretted what happened and hoping that in the next life they don't have to go through what
Correct.
they forced them to go through.
Yes.
I don't necessarily feel like that merits forgiveness, but it is still an act of like,
It is what you assume happens after the end of Romeo and Juliet.
Right,
You have
right.
to assume that the Montagues and the Capulets finally put aside their differences and say, like, look at what our warring factions have brought. Look what we have wrought with this. We have lost, like, children due to this.
yes.
This is supposed to be the exact same idea.
Yes, yeah, totally.
We just actually see the scene after the Act 5
Yes.
of, this is Act 6.
And they are able to show that they are the ones who tied the string together so they can have another life.
Right. And I thought that was really beautiful. I even was like, I don't necessarily agree with this idea and concept, but I thought like the thing of it having to be like Korn's dad has to apologize,
Yes.
but also like Korn himself has to be like, I'm sorry this whole situation happened. Again, it makes me a little sweaty, but like I understand if that's what the idea is, that's fine. I don't think
they're really running with the idea.
I don't think the like I'm gonna do it to myself now works.
It feels very much just. It's not even like a heat of the moment thing because it's not believable for In Touch the character to come to that conclusion
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
The In Touch, at least that we saw,
that we've seen.
does not feel impetuous in the way of being like, well, you did it, and so
that's
can
the thing.
I.
In the beginning of the show, the literal cold open, we see the actual moments that happens when
Yes.
he shoots himself. He realizes, don't leave me, shoots.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
We won't hear because that was literally 30 seconds between when Korn dies and he dies. So it's like,
That was my only note.
yeah,
That was my big note.
It feels
Especially the
very-
way episode 16 ends. That was why I was like,
It feels very much like it is a.
I
what is it,
understand
the theme, like they're trying to answer the theme.
that, and also like let's just raise this. Let's go all the way. Let's raise the stakes.
'Cause I could
Let's
see-
make the audience think for just an iota of a second that they're not gonna end up together.
Here's how I would fix it. He still goes through the whole. All of a sudden, I am in touch again, and rather than how would you feel if I go first, it is more like he is reliving the same thing. That it's like. We can't be together. Our dads won't let us be together. This is the only way to do. You know what I mean? So now it's almost like we are doomed to repeat this cycle that it's like, no, we can't be together. They hate us. They blah, 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 blah.
But I understand why, because that is the impetus to make Korn realize that he needs to apologize to In Touch.
Because he did the selfish act.
Yes. I understand. So that's the only way to get there. You can't end up in the space and then be like, there's no good, like, launching off point for us to get to that idea and that being the real thing that's holding them back from moving on. Because we do get a dream later, which is really cool, actually, when Parm like sees them in a dream and they're like talking and they're like, we gotta go.
Well, this is what I was expecting. I thought that they were going to see each other, say thank you, and
Yeah.
assumed.
Yeah.
Assumped.
Uh-huh.
So this is the closest thing I get, is that
Yeah.
he has a dream.
And I liked that a lot.
Yeah, I really did too.
It's just the idea that the one thing holding them back, well, I guess besides the dad, but I don't think it really ended up being about the dad. It's that In Touch had to forgive Korn. Korn had to ask for forgiveness.
Yes, but that's the thing. It doesn't.
No, personally, I don't buy
Well, it doesn't
but
feel that like
I understand.
that was something that In Touch is a scorned spirit.
I think
feeling
they've been
that they
trying
need.
to plant those seeds with the flashbacks of him being scared of what Korn is going to do. Because in the past few episodes,
Right.
there's that scene where they're like back in the apartment and Korn's clearly like depressed.
That's
and
the
he's
thing.
like, what the f are you going to do?
That's
like,
the thing.
don't leave me, don't leave
In
me.
the flashbacks, it is very much tracked that like Korn is in this kind of like cycle, and that he is like going through like a very dark mental health place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only thing that didn't work for me. Actually, that's not true.
That's not true, Ellen.
I liked...
Sammy falling.
Oh my God, that was so funny.
Sammy stumbling out.
Sammy stumbling out was so funny.
Sammy takes a tumble.
I was surprised that the actual last act of the show basically is like, do they really love each other? I thought that was a cool idea.
Dean and Parm?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of being like, I don't know where In Touch's feelings end and my feelings
I thought
begin.
they were just already sprinkling that in, and that was like the
kinda
goer
did
in
too.
a conflict.
I kind of did too.
So I didn't realize it was going to be the big conflict.
Yeah.
Because I thought that once they realized, okay, they have both kind of quote unquote passed on. We've accepted that
Yeah.
what's happened, that they can finally be together.
I do like that they have a full thing of being like, what just happened? Like, they go through this
Yes.
whole thing and then they go back to school and
Sammy
and Manaw and
Manaw
Team
and
are
Team.
like, so
What'd you
how
do
was your
this
weekend? Hey, nearly killed myself.
How was your weekend? Oh, just possessed by my past life.
no biggie?
No biggie. Almost shot myself.
It was insane.
How about you?
So I did like that concept of being like, how do we go back after knowing this whole truth and like seeing like dreams are one thing, knowing it's reality and knowing we're actually legitimately connected to these people and not just like these aren't abstract ideas of strangers on the street. Like this is our actual family. I did think that was cool, being like, I think we need to pump the brakes.
Let's pause. But it's funny because when they pump the brakes, they're still seeing each other. They're just not spending the night
they're not
together.
seeing each other. They're only texting.
He said
I
he
don't
was
think
picking
they're-
him up and stuff, right? I thought he was still picking him up from school and stuff.
I thought.
I think
are you
they
talking about
meant-
the text messages?
Yeah.
The text messages. The only one I remember was like, "Did you sleep well? Have you taken your? Have you like eaten or whatever?"
I think they're
blah,
just
blah,
not like hanging out, but I think he still like picks him up, drops him
blah.
off.
They'll let us. know
He's just
for
a
sure.
He's just an Uber.
He's an Uber. Okay, great.
Pick up for Dean.
Pick up for Parm.
Pick up for Parm.
Yeah. So I thought that was really cool. I jumping from that scene straight back into like, did they break up or didn't they break up? Because they kind of cliffhanger it.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of cliffhangers at the end of the show, and I was like, we can do with like one less.
Yes.
Like, just give me an answer.
Yeah.
I'm watching the show.
Yeah.
I'm finishing the episode.
that's the
I'm not
thing.
gonna cut it off halfway through.
When you go through these, and I'm excited to talk about this with the other finale that we're talking about too. It's like, if you've given this much time to slow burn this, like 17 episodes, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is the satisfactory ending? Is it just plain like denouement? So it is just like a slow come down
Mm-hmm.
into what the new life that they'll have, or do people crave for like maybe it's not gonna be the happy. Oh, maybe this, maybe that. Like
Yeah.
the fake out
Keep
of
you on
the
your
gun
toes.
and then fake out of the breakup. Like it's just. It's so clear that it's just there just to like throw you off at the end. So that's
Yes.
why I'm like, wouldn't you much rather just
The gun one I felt like was more egregious because it's like the end of an episode.
yeah.
I felt like it was very audience manipulative.
I think I'm okay with the gun because to me
The Americans okay with the gun. Wow. Alert the media.
I think to me because it solidifies the true thing of like In Touch has taken over. Like I and like In Touch's feelings.
He's
the
lost
past.
it.
He's lost
He's
it.
like, not lost it, but like, it's
He's
not,
lost
Parm's
it.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That made sense to me that would be kind of like the ultimate climax of the show, that like he has lost himself because throughout the show he can't help himself when having these dreams.
Yeah.
And
then they end up together.
And then they do end up together, and they sing this damn song again.
I will say, I did like the insinuation that they both had the same dream, and so they can't, like, Dean comes over to Parms.
They both know that it's time to...
That they, like,
yes.
It is real.
Yeah.
What we have. It's not just
It's not just the past
form.
life. Yeah. So, that being said, Adam.
Yes.
In our beautiful tier of BLs.
Okay.
Where does she go? I gotta really think about this one. There is an aspect.
It's a long show, so it's very.
It's
hard.
a long show. Okay, pros and cons. It's a long show. These are cons. Pros, love it. Cons, it is a long show. There are certain times where I'm like, there's nothing really happening in this episode. I want to say there's about 2 or 3 episodes that were like that for me.
Oh,
I was like,
there's probably 4 solid episodes you could just like condense into other episodes.
So you could have done this in 12.
Easily, yeah.
No, I don't know where this lands, if it's a con or a pro, but it feels very, this is where, look at where we've come from in terms of BL storytelling.
Yeah.
So there's an aspect of like watching it back, knowing that like this is where we started, that there is kind of like an affinity to it that I'm nostalgic for it because it feels
old school.
Feels like, and the melodrama isn't like Lacorn, right?
No.
But there is like a sweepingness to
it's not a soap, but it is a melodrama.
Yes.
It is decidedly a melodrama. The way they have Fluke crying
at a moment's notice. It's literally like Fluke. Oh. Fluke
crying.
Fully already crying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think the story is so beautiful.
I gotta think about this one.
I genuinely like the idea is great.
Yeah. But you love a Destiny lover.
I do. I like predestined kind of like.
Can you tell I can't do the stool anymore? I'm leaning against the wall now.
They're not gonna be happy.
It doesn't matter. They didn't like.
Win Team does absolutely nothing for me. I watched all 17 episodes, and I don't think
anyone expects that Win Team grabs you by the hoo-ha. Okay? There's nothing in this show that is grabbing you. Everyone has said that like the reason why we were all goo goo gaga ooh la la for Win Team was because they were on Instagram Live saying how much they love each other. Blah 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 blah. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
I do know that they're kind of like, from what I've heard, that their other shows, it's a bit of a struggle as well. But I don't think it's like them and having like a lack of chemistry. It's just that they haven't had a good opportunity, from what it sounds like, to flourish as a ship.
I understand if the idea was between us is going to be its own separate thing down the line, and we're going to revisit these 2 characters and fully understand their story. There is just so much empty space in Until We Meet Again that you could have done it all in one. I definitely don't recommend doing the Love in the Air version where it's one story halfway through the show, cut to the other story. That I think doesn't work. But I think intermixing the 2 stories throughout would have been really nice because
that would have filled out 17 episodes.
They have
easily.
completely different dynamics.
Yeah.
And so like it would have been a nice to bounce like tennis ball back and forth.
That it doesn't have to be like such big stakes every time.
Now that being said, I do think it was valuable to get the full Korn In Touch story. And I wouldn't want to lose any of that.
Agreed. But they still had enough real estate in 17 episodes to give you more Win Team.
I think so too.
That if they were
especially
just
when I was doing the recaps every week where I was like, here's what happened in these 2 episodes. It was like a sentence each time.
Yes.
It was like they went on a trip. They came back from the trip.
The Win Team could have purely been comic relief, opposites attract.
Yeah.
Annoying one for the other.
Yeah,
It reminded me of Ooh Save in
Your Sky.
Tira Krap,
Yeah.
in Your Sky.
Yeah.
That it's kind of like they had a little bit of like cat and mouse, and then it went a little too far, and
Yeah.
then they don't know.
Yeah.
Easily could have been that, because that was kind of Team's energy. He's like,
Yeah.
he's such a pain in the ass, but I like being teased.
Yes. Yes.
So then just run with that.
For sure. The other thing I did not ever say during these recaps, and I do think it would be remiss if I did not mention it because I did talk about it on Discord.
Discord.
I know.
I don't.
We can't the Sammy fat jokes.
I know.
Oh my
it happens
god! It just sucks
enough that
the entire
it's
scene.
yes, yeah.
Just like it just bottoms out.
Yep.
Like you're like, I can't laugh anymore. And
It's not funny.
I think there is supposed to be an element in between us that I think, from what I understand, like Team's character has like an eating thing. I don't know. I don't know if it's like a disorder.
That's why he keeps bringing it up, quote unquote. That's why
he brings it up. All his character brings it up,
Teases
and also
Manao
she
specifically.
does, like
Yes.
Manao does too. But
Yeah.
he brings it up specifically, and it's also always weird when a man brings up a woman's weight.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I'm pretty traditional that way. I don't like it. But that I think is like such, and that is specifically a time thing. That is a
Yes.
20. I'm not saying that we've solved that. By the
Yeah,
way,
mama, we're still.
I'm just saying
still,
in BL, I think they're a little more cognizant of.
Yeah, like let's not go for the easy, like
Yes.
the dirty
Correct.
joke. Dirty as in like mean. Yeah.
Yeah, like put down.
Put down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
punching down.
Punching down.
Yeah.
Comedy isn't about punching down.
So
So where are we putting this? Let's say it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. B.
Yeah,
Solid B.
solid B. I completely understand why people were like, you have to watch it.
Yep.
I also would agree.
I totally agree.
I
This
think it holds. I think it holds up.
it does hold up.
Yeah.
I would say like maybe 20% of the stuff, like the fat jokes and like the slowness and whatever.
Honestly, fat jokes is like there's no jokes. It's like
Where's the joke?
observations of her
Yeah,
weight,
it's like,
and it's like very
hey,
straight.
hey, big girl.
It's so strange. Stop
Where's the
eating.
joke?
Haven't you eaten enough? Like it's like
No.
I don't, and like you haven't given enough real estate to to any other plot line
Yeah.
besides Dean and Parm for
Yeah.
that to be like handled.
Yeah.
So it's weird. I don't know. I'm sure it's in the book. No doubt it's in the book.
Yeah. Well, she does get a man, so all is resolved.
Oh yeah, that's our 4th couple.
No red string there.
No
they're
red
just
string.
they're that was spontaneous.
Yeah.
Wow. Until we meet again gets a solid B from Boys Love Boys Love.
Solid B.